something new. Mike's Corner, DMV stand up. Yo, Mike's Corner, pull up a seat, grab a cigar, chop it up with the DMV. We going hard and bringing them something new, breaking down the daily news. Tune in and listen, talking sports to politicians and what's trending on the street. Ain't no limits, ain't no gimmicks, we just getting to the business. Raise your glass in attendance, yeah. On the corner, round the clock, bringing issues to the table. It's that uncut reality, gotta cover the facts. We living amongst tragedy and still giving back. Numbers don't lie, tell Mike pull up the stats and let's go. And they some of the realest though, Mr. Sean, Mike, Will and Skull. On the corner, meet me on the corner, Mike's Corner. Politicking, pull up a seat and listen. On the corner, meet me on the corner, Mike's Corner. Politicking, pull up a seat and listen. On the corner, meet me on the corner, Mike's Corner. Politicking, pull up a seat and listen. On the corner, meet me on the corner, Mike's Corner. Politicking, pull up a seat and listen. Mike's Corner.
Woo! Don't know what that was, brother.
Hey, that's called that back feed.
That's that birthday back feed. That's that birthday back feed, bro. Birthday back feed. Hey, happy Tuesday, everybody. Woo!
Indeed, yes, indeed.
Yes,
I do believe this is the first time being on the air since Black History Month started. So happy Black History to everybody.
Man, Black History Month every month.
Exactly.
I'm black 12 months a year, bro.
So every day is Black History Day.
Man,
how about that?
Hey.
Like that?
You
like
black
that?
all year, ain't you?
You right about that?
Nah, but right, like Scott said, you know, happy Black History Month, everybody. We know what it is. You know, February is dedicated for Black History.
Shortest month of the year.
Of course. You know, they give us an extra day every now and then. That leap year day, they give us that every now and then. But man, happy Black History Month, and again, happy birthday to Mike's Corner.
Yes,
One
indeed.
full year, Slim. One full year.
One full year at it, man.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah. Also, happy birthday to Trayvon Martin. May he still rest in peace, man. He's been 24 years old today.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
I mean, I don't know what to say.
Exactly.
What's up, Joseph, my main man? AJ Throwback. Make sure y'all tune in to Win DC Radio tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Man, to check out my main man Bars. AJ Throwback, man. Big shout out to him.
Bars.
But yeah, it's been 24. He was 24.
He'd been 24 years old, man.
So
that happened when he was 17. So 7 years now.
Yeah, something like that.
Man.
So that's kind of crazy.
Wow,
That's
wow.
for. I mean, something that we should have already been aware of.
Yeah.
But the magnitude that it took over after that incident, and then the crazy part about it, all the stuff that took after the fact, far as with the Philando and all of them that happened after the fact that still went on, man. It was just crazy.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
hey,
And
still
going on today.
Still going on today, right?
Still
Got a
disrespect
long
to
way to
African
go.
American
It's a
people.
long way to go,
To
brother.
my people. Disrespectful.
Exactly.
Yeah. No
Very
doubt about it,
disrespectful.
man.
But my thing is, sometimes we can't bask in what's in the past. Let that go in the past. Celebrate it the right way. Honor it the right way. Let's not go out and do nothing stupid.
Right. Right.
But may he continue to rest in peace, and may the people that's behind the movement continue to move in silence with the movement.
Mm-hmm.
And just hopefully we can pray for better days to come. I know it's a long run, especially since we got 45 in the building. So
Yeah, exactly.
that's I don't know how that's gonna turn out.
Well, how do y'all feel? Has it gotten any better since that?
Is well, because of him, I think racism got
No,
worse.
I think it got worse. Cause
Exactly. Yeah.
man, please, that's the way.
More racially
Right.
motivated stuff going
Yes,
on?
but it's more. I mean,
It's open.
that's what I was great to say. It's
It's
more
in
in
your
the
face.
open now.
It's
It's in
more
your
in your
face, and
face.
it's like
Yeah.
it's like in your face, and they don't care. Like.
Right. Yeah, well, I can't think of the guy's name from Empire. You know,
Jussie Smollett.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
And then run off and say, "Make America
This
great."
MAGA country. This MAGA country.
Yeah,
Like, really?
Yeah. I'm on the fence about this, though, fellas.
On the fence about what?
Yeah, man.
You have your right to your opinion. Go ahead and speak.
I'm just saying, he didn't participate. I mean, he didn't, what's the word I'm looking for? He didn't really help the police because he didn't turn his phone over. I'm finding out stuff about he wouldn't turn his phone over to the police. And then he was performing in L.A., I think this past Saturday night. This is a few days after this attack. And if it's so, you know, and I have it keep usually stuff like this on that magnitude, especially with the LGBTQ community, you would think that stuff would be in your face every single day in the news till they caught these guys. Yeah. And then for this to get suppressed and is out the news already.
It ain't out the news.
Well,
and then there might be some stuff in his phone he don't want people to see.
I'm going to say, what was the purpose of me turning my phone over?
Yeah, you know, I mean, he's
same reason Tom Brady didn't want to turn his phone over. If you're not guilty, but where there's smoke, there's fire.
No, this is my personal phone. They say Tom Brady was texting stuff about the game and the balls and all that, but this is my personal phone.
Right, this man.
Why did I need to turn my personal phone over?
That's true, but maybe I don't know.
If you get time out, wait. If you wait a minute. If you get jumped, and the police say, "I will give me your phone."
Oh, yeah, my phone don't have nothing to do with it. I understand what you're saying. I understand.
Hold on, what are we talking about?
That's exactly why I said I'm on the fence with it. I'm not, you know, I feel him, but then I feel them. It's like,
I don't feel them.
Obstruct any type of help in this investigation. I don't know what they need his phone for.
That man, he's already been judged because of his sexual orientation. Right. So he might have pictures in that phone. He don't want, you know what I'm saying? As we know, you get phone with the police, stuff get out. Stuff get out that you don't want out.
And they might use the phone, want to use it against you.
Exactly. So we don't. He doesn't need to turn his phone over.
And this is coming from
the police.
This is coming from a police officer.
I'm saying, from my point of view, I understand why he does it. So if I'm the police officer and he says no, I understand why.
Okay.
I understand why.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I think he just wanted to move past it. Like, okay, it's done, whatever.
No, he wanted. He
have his life. He ready to move on.
I'm a married man.
Yeah.
I get jumped. The man from my phone. I got pictures of my wife in my phone. Hold up. Why you want my phone?
Yeah, I get you.
There's no
I don't know why they need
it. He was using that as an example, can you? I mean, we know.
You're right.
Wait a minute.
You know they got apps for that.
Oh, Lord.
Exactly. And they're going to want you to unlock them.
They got apps for that. I'm just saying.
And they're going to want you to
it's way to hide it.
And they're going to want you to unlock it.
Yep. So they can see.
Yeah.
So my thing is
what's this behind this app?
Right. What is this? What is that?
I don't understand the situation for myself, but that's why you need my phone. I don't understand it.
Because these phones, if you believe it or not, are listening devices, man. I'm telling you, they can give it to the right person. They can turn that phone. That microphone is on right now. The camera's on right now.
So what about the camera in the streets?
So this enemy of the state.
But what about the cameras in the streets?
I'm telling you, bro.
What about the cameras in the streets?
Why couldn't they find? I ain't seen no footage from.
What about the camera? What about the camera? Hold up. What about the camera? What about the camera in the subway? Because he was at the subway. He was in the subway getting some meat.
Why there's no footage came out though? That's what I'm asking. Like, what's going on?
They had some footage of two guys.
They had footage of one of the guys.
They got it, but they just ain't releasing it yet. I'm sure.
Right.
But for what reason?
But for evidence.
We all need to see it to get the uproar, because that's when the public opinion court.
All right, Lil Wayne.
You just said that you think these things are constantly cameras and constantly sound thing. So he have his personal life, and you saying that now that's been videotaped, and now they want to open all that out.
Right. Just think how much information we got, personal information we got on our phone.
But we're going by his word now, so it's like, do you trust that? Did this really happen?
I mean, make a broken ribs.
We can't. So hold up. He poured chemical stuff on himself to prove what point?
And it broke his ribs to prove one point.
Well, he came out and said his ribs are not broken.
Yeah, okay, they're not broken.
They couldn't be broken. He was singing pretty good.
He said his ribs are not fractured.
He said real good.
They were fractured or so-called.
He said it's not fractured or broken. He said he's fine.
Okay.
That little cut under the eye. I was looking for a black eye. Something.
He said he fought back though.
Okay. So he Bruce Lee now, huh?
I mean, so he can't defend himself?
No. Quack like a duck, walk like a duck.
No.
So you think he can't fight?
And listen. I say this: if somebody's attacking you, you always fight back.
Of course,
always.
But if you got two guys on you, you gonna come away with this little scratch here? No, look. You gonna come away with one of them Nelly Band-Aids? That's what you gonna come away with?
Man, look.
I'll just, bro, look, don't get mad at me.
No, you have a right to your opinion.
I'm just saying.
You have a right to your opinion.
I'm like, he got beat up out and saw the I'm like, I thought everybody was gonna come out with footage and this and that, and I'm like,
it's the Chicago police. They the ones subpoenaing all the footage. Where was when we had the 9/11? Where was all the footage at first?
No, you're right. But they once they
No,
got
where
everybody's
was it-
cell phones,
where was it
they
at?
got their perspective.
With the police.
It was all over the place.
Yeah, when the 9/11 allegedly crashed into the Pentagon, they went straight to Sheridan and snatched that tape.
No.
From a 7-Eleven or something, right?
Nah,
Yeah.
the
Nah,
Sheridan, the
from the
hotel.
Sheridan.
They looked,
Hotel,
they looked
okay.
over top of the joint. Yeah.
Well, we gotta have the right investigators, right?
And,
That's
you,
what I'm
and check
saying,
this out.
where's
And you
the
still haven't seen that footage, have you?
I seen it on Loose Change.
Right.
On Loose Change.
On the documentary.
Yeah, on Loose Change.
And
But
when-
you
and
got
when-
paid for that.
Hey, look.
Yeah, the police say really still did it.
And what
Yeah.
did you see?
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, that's why I said allegedly.
Right.
That's why I
Pay
said
for that
allegedly.
footage. Well,
But
everybody got common sense. You know what happened with that 9/11 thing. But anyway,
Yeah,
What happened?
no building falls straight down. That's all I'm gonna say.
not like that.
No sir.
No.
Matter of fact, if you need to go know what happened, go to YouTube and look up Loose Change.
No sir.
You will see it.
Hey, you ever
will
seen, you ever
those.
seen,
That one was
building,
burning at
you ever
the
seen the
top.
building called Implode? That's
That's
exactly
exactly
Yeah, 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 yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
They
That's when they went
strategically
to
set those
show
detonators
things
inside each column at the basement in the garage
to make it fall
so
like
go
that.
straight
Yeah, I
down.
watched the
And,
videos
it's,
on
and the
YouTube.
joint going down, you can see the joint
Yeah.
flashing going
Yeah,
down.
boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
Yeah, so. But anyway, again, good, happy Black History Month.
Yeah.
We didn't want to bring that into it, but I mean, glad you brought the Justice Smollett joint though. They do got some kind of eyes on one of the suspects though, so that's good too.
Yeah.
Also, like I said, it's 1 year. 1 year ago today when our first broadcast on Win DC Radio.
Mm-hmm.
365 days ago.
Almost. It was tomorrow. It was February the
Sixth.
6th, I think, or 7th. Yeah, 6th. So 1 year ago, man. So it's been a great year. We had great
Yeah.
additions to it. Met great people, man.
Yeah.
Our platform got bigger, reached out to more people, and got more noticed. I swear to goodness, that's a great feeling, man. I mean, I don't know how y'all brothers feel, but it feels good.
I feel kind of good, but I'm kind of pissed off. I don't see no cake.
What?
We ain't got no birthday cake?
You could have stopped and got one.
Well, I didn't know. I
I'm
didn't
just
know.
saying.
I would have bought a birthday cake if I would have
said,
known.
we ain't got no
I was
birthday
in the bottle,
cake?
but I was like, I'm really popular.
Hey, look, I know Nico listening.
Thank you, Deucey.
Nico can run out and go grab us a bottle or something. You know, we've been contributing for the past year. Come on, Nico. You on the clock, bro. It's our day.
Yes, indeed.
Joseph said these phones nowadays are very enemy of the state. 1984.
Oh, yeah, you best believe it.
Thank you, Becky. Happy 1 year anniversary. Thank you, Becky.
Hey, look, man. Enemy
Thank
of
you,
the State
Cedric,
is
my
one of
main
my
man,
favorite
Cedric.
movies, man.
Watching us all the way from Miami,
And I always
Florida.
said, what's really going to happen if it gets to that point where they can actually do that? I said,
What y'all drinking?
hey, look, man.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Nico, don't come in here if you ain't going to do it.
Hey, look. Hey, Mike, you a call?
It's some nice Tito's and pineapple juice would be just fine.
I got
There we
it.
go. Happy birthday.
Big shout out to my main man, Cedric. Watching us all the way from down Miami, Florida.
Fuck up nothing while I'm gone.
Shout out to my cousin Taïn, watching us from Staten Island up there in New York.
Staten Island.
That's right, it was. Thank you, Salam. Happy 1 year anniversary. Taïn, yes, controlled demolition. Thank you, Deucey, on our 1 year. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Deuce.
That's exactly what it is.
String
Controlled
beans.
Exactly what it is.
String beans with a Deuce.
This guy coming off that.
Ew.
Boy, give him his Ritalin. Please.
I'm about to
Somebody
get
give
some
him-
Tito's.
Man,
And
it's moving on.
Moving on here, man. In other news, man. What y'all think about what happened over the weekend, man? A couple things happened over the Super Bowl weekend.
the worst Super Bowl ever.
Man, we'll get into the Super Bowl a little later, but the outside events that have happened.
The commercial was the
Main
best.
man Bow Wow.
Like,
It's
got
in the
scratched
news,
up?
man, and
Oh
yeah, it was
yeah.
domestic violence,
Domestic
man,
violence
and
thing.
I mean, well,
I'm on the fence with this one too, fellas. I'm a little upset because, again, photos don't lie.
Right.
This man got scratches all over his face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she
Well,
coming
they both got locked
she look
up.
like an IG model.
It-
Her mugshot look like an IG model.
Well, he
like
said
she
he didn't
get
hit her
touched.
back. He said he ain't hit her.
But why does he locked up? This
They
is
both-
what
no,
I'm
they
saying.
both got
been
locked
locked
up.
It ain't the law. There was discretion.
No, they both
No, that's
got
the
locked
law.
up.
There's discretion.
It's
In
the
certain
law.
in certain places, it's discretion.
What's discretion?
And where were they at?
It just recently became law in PG County.
where were they at?
Like a few years ago.
They
But-
were in Georgia, right?
In Georgia.
That's a common state, Commonwealth state.
Okay, but that doesn't
They
mean
both go to jail.
Nah, well,
So, in
No,
DC, I understand what you're saying. So what happens in DC is if they if the officer can if the first officer on the scene cannot determine who was the aggressor,
Right.
he has to call for a detective.
okay.
And the detective to come in and try to interview people to determine who was the aggressor. They don't try to lock up both people. They try to figure out who was the aggressor. And if she had no bruises and he had scratches and stuff on her face, and she had and then she didn't have any marks on her and
Yeah.
things like that, then I don't think I would be taking him to jail. To be honest,
in your opinion,
I don't think
which one would you have taken away?
I would have taken her away.
Thank you.
But at the same time, I didn't see her.
You saw. So what about if she had a bruise on her arm?
Yeah, you know, she had bruises on her arms. Like
Where
I said,
it wasn't
I didn't see
visible.
I just want to know which ones were more obvious.
No, you
bruise
first of all, you
bruise,
can only see it's a mug shot. The mug shot don't take a picture of your body.
That's why my point was I did not see her.
Okay.
So I didn't get. So I'm not investigating.
Well, according to the report,
Right.
she's broke a lamp into his face.
No.
Okay, that's according to the report.
Right
Right into his face. That's what pretty much caused the scratch.
Nah, those are
that was
fingers.
fingernails.
Yeah.
In my
It looked
opinion,
like
I don't know.
fingernails, but that's what they said in the report.
Now, if he got hit
You
in the
didn't
face
pull it up?
with a lamp, he'd had an out on his forehead. Come on, now. She probably broke his nose.
We just said that.
And to be
Sometimes
honest,
that
if
is
you
not
get hit
the
in the
case.
head with a lamp,
Obviously,
it becomes assault with a deadly
Right.
weapon
Right.
instead of a simple assault.
but this was in what was in the report.
He would have had a concussion.
Slim would have been out of there.
I just
Yeah,
don't.
she'd have been gone.
You know, and it was all over something stupid. I think he was upset with her because she was all over some guy, some party, and then he was supposed to be going to some other party. She was upset because the other parties he had already told her, I'm going by myself, I'm not taking you.
Right.
So she got upset, started swinging at him, and then she hit him with the lamp. So I'm like, wow.
It kind of goes.
So that's definitely she goes. If they really went down like that, if you say I'm not taking you to a party and you swing on me,
Yeah,
all
you're
right,
mad
then
because
you're
of
the
that. Right.
aggressive.
And
Yes.
I'm sure alcohol was a factor.
Probably so.
Yeah, we come from a party. Of course.
It
Yeah.
kind of goes
I
back
can
to the question me and Mike was talking about a week ago, as far as like when do you separate yourself away from the hood? Meaning, when do you separate your attitude and your childish ways from certain
Your
situations?
actions, yes.
Right.
Well, this is something they
I mean,
probably
but
because they used to go together. Before.
Yeah, but you still gotta carry. You gotta carry yourself accordingly. You're a celebrity.
You're so right.
You're always in the spotlight.
Right.
You know, you don't let this person push your buttons because if they know that to push your buttons, they're gonna do it.
Right.
But you need to control yourself accordingly, and he's been instructed to do that now because he has to go through anger management class and all that.
First of all, she's an aggressive female.
Yeah.
And I know that because I watch her on the show.
See,
She's an aggressive female.
You can tell somebody's demeanor by just looking at her.
No, I'm not looking at her. I just know
Not looking at
I know
her,
it from the
seeing
show
that
and how
ass.
she is on the show.
So what do
actions,
you do?
Yeah.
So she hood.
She kind of always
She's like an Erica Mena.
And
she's a very jealous type. So.
and I don't like the word hood because you don't have to be a hood to be an aggressive
That's
person.
true. You're right
That's
about that
true.
too. So yeah, that's
You can live up there
It
in
was up to
Beverly
the
Hills. You can live in Beverly Hills. If you're aggressive, you're aggressive. You know?
So what do you
If you're
do?
abuser, you're abuser.
What do you do if you
I
know this
separate-
person?
I wouldn't deal with her.
Right. So if you know this
But
person
that's
is
his
like
fault.
that,
I blame him though.
Exactly.
Right.
Because he been should have cut her off.
Right.
Right.
He did cut her off and then came back with her.
Right, he back with her now.
So then what that mean? What he want? He wants
He
that.
like,
wants all
it's
that.
good in there.
Yeah,
He wants that.
That's what I mean.
He wants that.
Exactly
He wants to
what
where
was
she's
on.
at.
I don't care how good it is. I ain't going to jail.
I ain't trying to
I
go
can't
to
do
jail.
that.
I don't want
And
to
I-
fight.
Because just like you got
I
her,
ain't get
it's
beat up.
100 of them out there.
I'm scared to say
Right.
something because you're going to hit me.
Thousands
Say
of them out there.
something.
It's
I
hundreds
mean,
and
him
hundreds.
being who he is, it's not like he can't.
Right,
he's
exactly.
trying to find
He
somebody.
has a hell of a resume.
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
He got a lot more to lose than she do.
Yeah,
Nah,
he has a hell of a
his resume of women.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a hell of a
He
resume.
does.
So I
No
don't
doubt.
know.
Yeah. But other news.
And
other
then
women-
I don't want no handcuffs on, so you got to go.
Yeah.
I got way more to lose than you do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The other thing is that happened over the weekend. Your man, 21 Savage,
Yeah.
Yeah,
gets
he fighting.
locked up and deported, man. They're trying to deport him.
Oh, Becky
mean-
said there were witnesses to back up Bow Wow's account of what happened, but she allegedly had marks on her. That's why she went too. My personal opinion is he was locked up for who he was.
Oh, trying to make the news, huh?
That's it. That's all.
Wow.
Well, see, with 21 Savage, I think he still has it's a process to it.
He says he's from Atlanta, though.
Well, we
That's
know
what
that
he's
ain't
been
true.
claiming.
Well-
Now we know that's not.
Right.
They
But
said this was a strategized lockup. Basically, they've been watching him and his visa's been expired.
Deportation.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is,
So, but wasn't he locked up before and wasn't deported?
Yeah, like he got locked up like 10, like he had a weed charge earlier.
right.
So that's now,
and that's one. But
that's the problem.
His
I had
visa
with
might
this.
have been valid then. But
Yeah,
then, I don't know how it is
no,
if you.
no, he was on a visit visa, so it was
Right.
already old. Right,
Right.
it was already old.
Yeah, so that means
Yeah, so when he got locked up that time,
They could have
he should've
revoked
been-
it.
Yeah, he should
Yeah,
have been
Deported out.
And that's what I was telling my son the other night. I mean, if he got locked up, he should have been deported then.
Exactly.
because
Yeah.
you're doing some stuff in another country, you
Right.
can't be doing that. Yeah.
But then you got to keep your stuff legit. If it expired,
Gotta
Get it updated.
Right.
Especially
You know?
in these days, man. Talking about walls and stuff being built. I mean, you might want to stay under the radar, but
and then it's so easy for us to get lost in the paperwork because he getting deported. Okay, we don't need we don't need him back.
But
Right.
but he probably also thought that his celebrity status was going to keep him here too.
Yeah.
Which,
Right, but I'm just thinking like this. I know plenty of other people. that's
He
here
dumb as a
illegally.
mug. Now you got to pay all the lawyers to get all that
Right.
shit taken care of. That's just
Exactly.
the dumb.
And all they
move.
had to do was update his paperwork.
That's it. And that's all. Yeah.
All
and
they
I
gotta do
blame
is
it. And I
choke him
blame
out
his
for
camp
money.
for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Blame his camp for
Choke him
that.
out for money,
Exactly.
and then go ahead and let
Right.
him reinstate himself.
'Cause why would you not legalize your money pot?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on.
That's crazy as me.
Isn't it?
And that's one of the things. That's one of the main things. They want to, when you come here, the country don't want to take care of you.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you definitely we ain't taking care of them.
Yeah.
Oh, King Mike Leon said he tried to renew his visa in 2017.
He tried to renew it, but they wouldn't. Because this is 19, so what happened?
So he should have been deported then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like it. That's it.
But what if they got a whole lot of backlog?
I don't care what you got. I got to get right. You sitting there all day. I got to get this done. Because anything can happen. Like, really?
Anything.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, can they give you a temporary joint? If in that case it is backlog, is it a way they can give you a temporary?
There's such thing as a work visa, and because he was working,
Yes,
right?
he was
Yeah,
working.
He's working. He's definitely working. Just put a new song out.
But I think you had to have a sponsor when you're on
So
work
the
visa.
record company
sure
can't
he got-
sponsor him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got a sponsor.
Probably somebody wasn't trying to, be
Yeah.
responsible of him. You know.
No, but if that's your money maker, I mean,
Right,
if that's
right,
your
right.
Yeah,
client,
that's what I'm
if that's
saying.
your client, you need to represent your client.
Right. So he's working for that record
Right.
company.
They ain't take care
They
of
need to
him.
put it up for
They ain't take
him.
care of him.
Yeah.
Obviously.
What else happened since the last time we was on here? The shutdown was lifted for a 3-week period.
Yeah, and that's coming.
Now, how many of y'all on
coming
board with this theory that they just did it for the Super Bowl weekend?
What?
I don't know about that.
I've been hearing theories
Wow.
about they only did that because
What the
people
purpose?
want to spend money.
I'm not going with that.
No,
I ain't
but
going with that.
let people travel, because it.
Man, they lifted that
I
joint
ain't
so these people can pay their bills real quick.
Right.
And it won't be in
File
the
their
uproar.
taxes.
File their taxes.
Okay.
Right.
And if the situation don't get handled, they're going back into
Going
a
back
shutdown.
into a shutdown.
Right.
Yeah.
That's just my belief.
That's
Well,
I agree.
I always say so that
TSA
people
is one of
can
the
file
main
their
government
taxes.
people that weren't getting paid. Ironically, just this past Saturday, a guy goes and jumps and kills himself at Orlando Airport
For what?
that worked for TSA.
Really?
Yeah.
What he
For
kill
what
himself?
reason?
What?
Well, you know what? The reason I don't know if he was trying to make a stand for what was going on as far as, the government shutdown, but he still was forced to
It's
work.
a hell of a stand.
That's a hell of a jump.
I don't know. Good gracious.
He's talking about some
I'm
stand, but he
I'm
jumped.
not going with that. He do this.
That's
thing.
an
Probably trying
oxymoron.
to
Prove the
mo-
government
trying to
wrong, so-
model
Right.
or something.
I mean, he's not gonna get paid no more now.
Well, definitely, but that shut down the whole airport, grounded all planes,
Well,
and all the
yeah.
checkpoints were backed up, and people missed flights. That caused such of an uproar that they're telling me that this guy just was depressed for not getting paid. I mean, he's forced to work and not to get a check.
No, I don't know about that one.
That's how you think that guy got caught with a gun on the plane. These guys said, "I'm not going to keep doing this."
I mean,
work.
no,
I'm not
I
gonna
agree
do
with
it."
that.
You know what I'm
that
saying?
can
So
happen.
they're doing less of their work, but this is where they're placed, and this is the government agency that's not getting paid.
Yeah.
But they're the ones pretty much protecting our borders.
Protecting our borders.
Also,
Yeah.
so this is like, what was that for? That's dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you know a lot of people that ain't getting paid, man. I am. Okay, yeah, go ahead through. Okay, go ahead through. They're not gonna do their job as thoroughly. You understand?
Right.
What
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
and that's not just the TSA.
Yeah,
The average government worker. I mean, I was once when we went. I can't say it. I'm sorry, y'all. I fumbled.
You did.
Um,
You recovered, though. You recovered.
what it is I overheard somebody say the other day that he did nothing because he was one of the people that had to go to work. But then he said he did nothing until he checked his bank account and saw the money hit. And then once the money hit, he got up and did some work.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow,
I
that's
think I
crazy.
would have had that same attitude, though. I don't know.
I mean, it's,
Give me my money.
See
yeah.
over there, B-Rad.
All right.
B-Red.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
Hey, Mike, who is that?
That's my man B-Rad right there.
B-Red.
All the way from the
Chaos and confusion
ATL.
at the Orlando International.
Brad, what's happening, Brad? Bless you, bless you, bless you.
Bless you.
You turn the mic on?
It's already on.
But yeah,
What's up, babe?
What's
What's going on, sir? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man.
Good.
I don't know if you
Good to
met
see
CJ before.
Yeah, I met CJ.
Oh, okay.
Hey, look, I'm a frequent solicitor of his establishment.
Yeah, because you was there Sunday like I was there Sunday.
This Sunday.
I was there Sunday.
Oh.
I was there Sunday.
I was.
What was our son?
Yeah. Oh, now you want to talk to Kenya? Yeah. After you tell us about the picture you got on your phone about Kenya, now you want to talk to her? Oh, yeah. No. Kenya not talking right now.
Who said that?
That's messed up. But we had talked about the furlough, about how it can damage a lot of people. And like I said, that's my personal opinion. I think there was time for the IRS so they can go ahead and get them taxes done, pay these bills. And hopefully everything, something come before it.
Sometimes what happens is they'll sit there and lift the furlough and then give you another temporary date. And normally in the past, what's happened, they've worked it out by that next date. Yeah. Then they still give us a continuing resolution through.
That's when somebody was sensible was in the office.
My man Cedric said they shut it down. 45 shut it down to protect themselves.
That's when they normally do that, like you're explaining, when someone sensible is the president. That's when I'm going at it.
But he's still.
What's up, Tanya?
He's adamant.
He's
determined.
Davida said, "Hey, Brad." Becky said, "Hey, Brad." I mean,
you know what I'm saying? He's still.
Everybody said, "Hey, Brad."
He still got people to answer to.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So it can go either way.
Right.
Of course.
But you don't want to sleep on him.
No, never do you ever.
Better not.
Never do you ever sleep on
now.
him.
You know, he wake up tomorrow morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, and say it's shut down.
If that joker's stomach.
Well, no, he can't. He
can't just.
He got his me time. His me time is from 6 a.m. to 11:30. So can't nobody disturb him until after 11:30.
And that's when you're on Twitter.
That's what announcements happen.
Yeah, that's when you're on Twitter. You got the Twitter finger. That's when you got the Twitter finger.
They're supposed to take your phones from you. That's what I used to hear. But
they instructed.
They are.
They take his phone away.
They're supposed to take his personal phone away from him and give him a government issue one.
Yeah.
That's what they're supposed to do. Now that's not in the bylaws.
So now you can't say nothing.
They got a burner somewhere.
You can't say nothing to Hillary.
He keep a burner.
He got plenty of them.
That's what they do, man. But hey,
we're
going to take a quick break, man. We're going to get into our topics, man, real quick. Give us about 2 minutes and we'll be right back. Happy birthday, Mike's Corner.
Hey, looking to purchase a new home? I got the real estate agent just for you. Check out Ms. Akina Kingwood, realtor and CSR with Exit Landmark Realty in Clinton, Maryland. She lists and sells homes in Maryland and Washington, D.C., specializing in Southern Prince George's County and Northern Charles County, Maryland. New home sales, move-up buyers, and first-time home buyers are her specialty. To discuss your real estate needs, call or text Akina Kingwood at 240-375-4790. Let her know that Mike's Corner or Let's Be Clear sent you.
The fourth year, they gon' get it.
Are you hungry like I am? Let me tell you what you should do. You should head right on over to DC's first IHOP located at 1523 Alabama Avenue Southeast, Washington, D.C. It's the first black-owned and operated IHOP in D.C. At IHOP, they want you to think of their table as your family's table. Create new memories and enjoy the food you love with the people you love. And they will take care of the cooking. We promise you that Renata and her team will take real good care of you. They are open Sunday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. and open 24 hours on Friday and Saturday. So stop by and let them know that Mike's Corner or Let's Be Clear sent you. And guess what? You just might get a discount.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yes.
I don't know what's going on with his buttons.
Here we go with DJ such and such, man. Man, as y'all see, man, we got my man B-Rad in the house, man.
What's going on?
All the way from the ATL. Hey, I told him, man, it's very seldom that we gonna get him in a week that we're doing a show where he gonna be here. And but people don't know that Brad was a very intricate part of Mike's Corner.
Way behind the scenes.
Way behind the scenes, man.
That's how I like to keep it.
He the producer.
For people that don't know, CJ, Sean, y'all, like when I stopped doing the podcast before, I was just done with it. I was like, nah. He was like, man, you got too much to offer, man. It's too much to do, man. Yada yada yada. I was like, man, I don't want to do that no more. And he just kept putting the bug on my ear, like, man, just do whatever you need to do, man. And I'm gonna support you, and I got you whatever you needed, man. Started that joint out the basement, and had a whole. He came up with the whole concept with me and him, kind of with the concept in the basement, stuff like that. So yeah, for y'all that don't know, Brad was a very intricate part of Mike's Corner, along with my man Joe Pooh, who passed away suddenly.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, if y'all don't know, that joint popped up on my phone yesterday too.
Yeah.
Max's joint. We was in Max's, and Joe was that joint, man. That joint popped up, man. So it was a must to have Brad in this week. Under the circumstances that he's here is not good.
Yeah.
So, you know, our prayers for Mike's Corner, let's be clear, with Brad, who lost his sister.
Yeah.
So this is why I have to postpone and reschedule.
Okay.
CJ?
I lost a bet.
You lost a bet?
So we was going to...
oh, yeah. Just going to talk about how you got upset. Go ahead.
Well, all right. I'm cut from a different cloth. I'm cut from a different cloth. It was the bet. CJ lost the bet, so we was going to do Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, yeah.
The brunch.
Right.
And they wanted to do it on Sunday at first.
Right.
I can't do it on Sunday.
Right. Yeah, he got mad at me, and
I go to IHOP on Sundays.
Yeah.
And I'm the one that suggested
I go to IHOP on Sundays. That's what I do.
But didn't y'all say Saturday?
Yeah, they changed it Saturday. But first it was on Sunday.
Right. He got mad at me.
I don't know.
Man, crazy.
They said do it on Saturday because of Sunday.
Right. Yeah. No. At first they suggested Sunday.
Yeah. But his wife was down now.
I was like, man, I can't. I said I can't do Sundays. I'll be at IHOP on Sundays. So they switched this Saturday, man. Yeah. So, and then like we supposed to win this Saturday, so we had to reschedule because we got to pay our respects. We don't have to. We want to and need to pay our respects to Miss Beverly Farm, our family member. So, of course, under the bad circumstance that Brad is here, but the stars had to align because, like I said, for our 1 year anniversary.
Right.
And for him to be here at the same time,
Yeah.
I'm like, dog, I don't care what you got going on.
Yeah.
It's no way possible.
Gotta be here.
It got to. You got to, man. So, well. But hey, glad he be able to sit in.
Right.
One of our topics that we wanted to talk about tonight, which I will get into in a little bit, was the question of the week. But one of the main topics that I was talking to, that we talked about, was the jail up in Brooklyn, New York. Last week when it was so cold and everything.
There was no electricity or something like that?
No electricity,
right.
no heat.
No heat.
They had protesters out there with the bullhorns screaming at the inmates saying, if you're cold and you have no heat, bang on the windows. You should have heard every last one of those shutters.
That's a lawsuit, you know.
Hey,
and that was going to be my question to you.
That's a lawsuit?
Yeah.
Because they have to provide.
That's a lawsuit for them. That's a lawsuit because
for
you
the
can't
jail.
Exactly, for the inmates because you can't be treated less human.
Now, is this a government-ran jail or private owned?
I don't know.
It don't matter.
I don't know.
I think it might be federal.
Federal?
Federal.
That's
a federal.
Yeah.
So that's funded.
Yeah, that's funded.
But it could have happened because of the
you know how they'll try to attack. That's what I was about to say. Like,
you think it could have happened because of shutdown?
It could have happened because of shutdown.
It could have lost the bonds where the air conditioning man couldn't come, the heat man couldn't come.
Right.
So now
it might be a loophole.
And then the loophole is going to be that if it was because of the weather
that caused it.
Things freeze up. Stuff.
I mean, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. If wear and tear, that's a.
But they gotta have some type of backup.
But if the weather caused it, then that's going to be the government.
The government.
Right. Well, we had no control over it because the weather froze this up. The weather shut this down. The weather broke this down.
I know where you going, Sco.
I know
where you going, man.
You said electricity wasn't working.
But
I ain't a little smartest person. Most jails are run by electronic doors that open and close. So electricity go, that means them doors is not locked.
Nah, they locked.
They locked.
If the electricity go and the doors are locked, you're locked.
So they stay locked.
So they
stay locked.
Stayed on lockdown.
They can't
They couldn't get out. They couldn't get out the shower.
It's an overdrive.
You gotta remember that the things are pounds and stuff on the outside too. So I don't know.
It's underground. But it's underground.
It could have been part of it.
Yeah.
But it's an override on that. So like if the power go down,
it should have a generator back. It should have a generator back up.
It should.
It should.
It should have a generator.
Like all hospitals, anybody that should have a 24-hour ran.
In a secure area, if the power go out, they have an override to keep it locked.
Right, supposed to keep it back up.
But to treat them inhumanely at any given time, is wrong
it's
across
against
the
the law.
board.
It's against the law. That is against the law.
Becky said people donated blankets.
Yeah, people
and they refused to give them to the inmates.
No, but they refused to give them to the inmates.
Come on now.
You can't because you got to look at the contraband factor.
Right.
You got to look at everybody trying to
sneak
something
in.
This is my chance to get
everything up in there. I hear you on that, but that doesn't stop you from doing your job. Do your job on everything that comes in, but you don't deny them getting anything.
How much stuff has to be gone through?
Because everybody, Everybody ain't Mike's
But it
going.
wouldn't have to
Everybody ain't Mike's going. Everybody ain't going downtown.
Everybody in the good Mike Reed.
Everybody ain't good Mike Reed. You see what I'm saying? Somebody said this is opportunity.
Right.
I can get my man something up in there.
Slide something in there
Why
for a
you
quilt.
slide that J up in
I
there?
mean, I feel you,
But then you gotta-
I think it still was from a good heart.
You got to take
Spot.
guards from their post to man this blanket give out.
Yeah, what the warden doing? What he doing? He supposed to make this work.
He ain't handing no damn blankets.
Right, he ain't
He
doing
ain't shutting no
that.
blankets.
Right, so he's sitting in his office, no electricity. Well, he went home. He said, "You know what, y'all
No,
do
he
this."
at home.
Oh no, he went home.
He went home.
He went home.
Y'all deal
He
with that.
working from home.
He probably looking at them
Right,
screens
right,
while he
that's
in
a
the
telework.
house.
Somebody
When
gotta
you,
answer
when,
this.
you, when you go home,
Exactly. Exactly.
But
that's why
I'd be wrong,
that's why people work under me because
I'm teleworking
right,
tonight.
but no.
I ain't make it to the top. I did not make it to the top to stand in the cold.
Look,
I ain't make it to the top to wait on Mike. Right.
So CJ, you telling me the
I bet
power
home.
went out and everybody eating their food, you going home?
I'm not
You
working
gonna
the
leave out,
time.
but you go home. Oh,
I'm at home.
y'all got this right.
I'm right.
All right.
What he said?
Everybody say, all right, I'm out.
Y'all wrong.
Call me tomorrow when the power back.
Right.
Becky
man.
said the reason allegedly behind them not having heat, electricity, and working toilets was because the inmates
But the toilets
teased the
won't work
guards.
either?
Yeah, teased the guards for having to report to work and not get paid. So the guards purposely shut everything off.
So now we
So they
So they punished him.
That comes out.
So they were affected by the,
Yeah,
by the
Exactly.
shutdown.
That's what I'm saying.
So they was affected
They
by the
weren't able to pay the
shutdown.
electricity bill.
So the guards is,
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
the guards did the
inmates-
shutdown.
They not getting paid either. So the guards not getting paid. The electric bill didn't get paid. The what else is it?
No,
water-
the electricity was paid. They just shut it down.
Yeah, the guards
That's
shut
all.
it
Oh, so
down.
you took that-
So it's just
They
the
just
guard-
shut.
the
They
guards-
just hit
Because
the
the guards
level.
wasn't getting paid.
Man, all
Yeah,
them
so they were
niggas.
teasing the guards, so the guards got
So
pissed.
there was a federal. It had to be a
Yeah,
federal.
it's a
Right.
federal.
So that was
Joe-
another federal shutdown.
Papa Joe say first of all, it is no more. It's real appropriate for Brad to be in the house. It was a must. He said power loss in prison is an opportunity for everyone, in and out. That's just true.
Yeah, easy to get out with no power.
What's going
no
on,
electrical
Papa Joe?
fence, no nothing, you know. But that's more reason why this person we got up there in the head office, the head of this country, man, like he didn't think this through.
Orange peel.
The people that's just like
He said, "Oh,
the people that's been affected, like you about to potentially could have had a whole prison outbreak and everybody could have broke out.
Hey man,
Because you got the guards not caring. They're like, man, look, man, I ain't even get paid for this.
Look,
Go ahead. I ain't about to lose my life and ain't getting no check next
when a
week.
billionaire tells somebody who live in paycheck to paycheck they go get a loan, come on now,
Yeah,
come on now.
a bit out of touch.
We've been out of touch since he threw paper towels in Puerto Rico.
Come
Talking
on
about,
now.
I didn't know Puerto Rico was owned by the country.
They go get a loan.
Yeah, he
Bruh.
was pointing them out.
He's been making mistake after mistake, but man, I don't know. It's
I'm trying to tell you.
sad though, man.
And Becky said the warden was aware of what was going on and chose to do nothing until the protesters brought it to the light and the mayor got involved.
What could they do?
But see, that's what I'm saying with the New York jails. It's something up there with them. Period. That's why they shutting Rikers out and down.
Right.
It's like up there, it's just a whole different animal compared to other facilities, other institutions, other states, and stuff like that. And New York, not even a Commonwealth state. So I would expect that from a Commonwealth state. But my thing with that is, it's like Brad said, you can't treat people inhumane. And the lawsuit is coming.
Vote them
The
down.
lawsuit got to be
Quite a
coming.
bit of them.
Well, that's gonna be a hell of a class action suit.
Cause
No doubt.
them
There's
self-taught,
no
them
people
self-taught
Man,
attorneys. They
man,
trying to
everything.
get things-
So who gets?
Check
now,
this
so
out.
woodwork.
Think somebody got hurt doing that. Because like you say, lights
Yeah.
out opportunity.
Yeah.
And then the toilets wasn't working.
That's
Come on,
bad
you
part.
know.
Oh,
Exactly.
They probably enjoying taking
There ain't
dumps
no
and
kind
everything
of tell
on
what kind of
purpose.
bacteria could have got inside
Right.
you or
Man,
like
ain't
that
no telling.
from all that kind of stuff, man. That's
Man,
just a
what if you
ridiculous.
be released the following week?
That stench.
You like,
Oh my
damn.
God.
Oh no, yeah.
But everybody in there.
You do to get
gets
out next
part
week.
of
This
that
happen.
lawsuit.
Really?
That whole-
Yeah, that's a class action
Yeah.
lawsuit.
So this
everybody's
is the
in.
thing. So when they win the lawsuit, who gets the money?
It probably ain't. He probably want them on money. It probably gonna be
It probably, everybody
probably
shoot
some
for money.
stipulations.
They better put it on my books.
Yeah. Put it on the books and put it in the bank.
You better put that on my book.
I'm about to get out.
Because of me, that we got all that money.
Becky said they even refused family visits, and I understand why. Because we were
Well,
saying
yeah, I
that.
can understand
You
that.
ain't get no consequence.
But they couldn't open up the doors. No electricity.
But then it
so
could have been a
couldn't
hostile situation too if they even let
Only like they have, but
family
they like
members in there.
Yeah, but they did get
That's it.
They did get the power back on recently. They just got the power back on yesterday. So
After what? Over a week?
over a week, yeah.
So what worries me also, where they being fed? I mean, how did they eat? If you got no
No,
electricity,
basically-
turn the stoves.
no,
nothing
basically what
on.
they had was they had Central Cell Block food. Sandwiches and juice.
Sandwiches and juice.
Oh my God, those are the worst sandwiches ever. I swear to goodness, I do not want nobody to get locked up. But if you get locked up, please don't get locked up in
no
DC.
Mayonnaise.
Oh, no. Central Cell Block is the worst.
I remember I had to go pick that stuff up, man. Them sandwiches are hard.
Oh my God, Central Cell Block is the worst, bruh.
And don't get a peanut butter jelly.
But I'm quite sure they had to get sandwiches and ready-made food and feed them through the door because they don't.
From the guards that were there.
How long?
Yeah, they was willing to work.
Exactly, man.
How long Lorton been closed?
I would not know. I've never been to Lorton.
Oh, you said Lorton?
I don't know.
Lord been closed.
You trying to see how you trying to set me up? Maybe I saw Lord been closed, Mike. Like I was a frequent visitor down that joint. Oh, maybe they closed that joint like 3 years ago, man. I remember because I was down there.
It's probably been over 10, 15 years.
Yeah, it's been about 15 years.
It's been a while. Yeah, but I think the facility is still there, though.
No, it's not.
It's not. They shut down the build up on it.
It's a whole
housing
town center and housing community.
Yeah,
They left the wall up for Max. For maximum.
I know
so the wall is still up though.
The part of the wall.
Okay.
But the
they move that down there to Texas.
The living facility.
The wall right there.
For the minimum part of it, those apartments now.
Those apartments.
They convert them into apartments.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Because I know.
But they closed it because
they shut it down before I retired, and I've been retired about 5 years. And they shut it down.
Fairfax County wouldn't renew their lease because DC government was just leasing that land. And Fairfax County wouldn't renew that lease. They wanted them out. They wanted the jail
take
out.
your people and put them back in the city.
Yeah, they wanted the jail gone.
Okay.
Wow. But it was like a 100-year lease.
Okay. Because I mean that's
what's up.
Yeah, but here's the stupid thing with them. Some of them guards was doing. They was retiring, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like a couple days before their retirement, they piss test them.
Oh, got him. That was like a clause in that thing.
A lot of them lost their pension, lost their retirement, lost their job.
You got to be careful, man.
But what's gonna happen to
read the fine print?
The ones up in New York that decided that they didn't want to come over. They're calling it sick.
They were calling it sick.
So check this out.
What happens to them?
So what happens to the guy? I'm sorry.
Nah, you good.
You got piss test. He got for marijuana, and now it's legal.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Nothing you can do.
Yeah, can he go back and say, "Look"?
Oh no!
I feel sorry for you.
You got to get a pit bull of an attorney to fight that one.
Yeah, defense though. So that's where they're gonna get you at.
Right,
it was not legal when you did it.
Yeah.
Right.
So you did a crime.
Yeah.
Everybody nowadays.
And these were higher up.
Oh yeah.
Officers up in there because my ex mother-in-law was a guard there for 35 years. So she shut the prison down and she was like, "Can you believe they done took saying so and so go for people days before his retirement?" Like, wow,
that's how they get
that's
you, man.
cruddy.
They watch you, man.
That's wrongful termination.
Let you smile on your face and they say, "Okay, man, we'll get you."
They were just trying to save money.
Don't worry about that.
Everybody just tries
I gotta pull that card. Who was wrong though?
The officer was wrong.
The person I'm about to retire.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna be clean.
Right.
I'm gonna be clean.
I want to be clean.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want to walk out that joint with no stripes?
Exactly.
None.
They would say that some reporters, lawyers walked through there. Some inmates was going without their medication.
Ooh.
No, like insulin and things like that.
Yeah, I heard about that.
See,
So it's lawsuits every which way, bro.
They coming, baby.
Well, you know that warden is gonna be gone.
Yeah, he's
by
gonna
next
be gone.
month.
Yeah,
He's gonna be gone.
But what can he do if he's not getting the funds?
He's
So
the
pay out his
warden.
pocket.
It's not what the funds. How he gonna make the decision?
No, but you still got to keep some things.
Papa Joe said.
But remember, it didn't shut off because electric wasn't paid. It was shut off because they cut it off.
cut it off.
That's what they alleged they're supposed to be.
Right.
Or somebody might have cut the line so they couldn't fix it. Papa Joe said he worked at Lorton for a while and called out for less than a power outage. No way I'm working in the prison for free. Papa Joe said I ain't working for free, man. Y'all can kill that, man. I'm serious.
Let's go to ask you a question as the leader, as the warden of that situation.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be in the trenches.
At least stand up.
Yeah.
That's true.
You at least be seen. Whether or not he can control who's coming in, who's not coming in.
He ain't even
still
being
need to be
seen.
seen as
Man,
something.
He ain't care.
But
about
they're doing
that.
nothing.
The guards
Whether
aren't
it's
getting
effective or
paid, but
not.
the warden still gets paid. Is that what it is?
No,
Oh,
no.
He's still
He
in
probably
federal
wasn't
employee.
getting paid.
He wasn't getting paid either.
He's
Hey,
still the captain of that ship.
Exactly.
He's still the captain of that
Exactly.
ship.
What's up, Skeever? Shout out to my main man, Skeever.
up?
So some of the parents that was protesting, got pepper sprayed too by the guards.
What?
Wow.
Why you? Damn, you staring at me like I pepper sprayed the dude. Like you staring at me like I pepper sprayed the parents. Yes.
Oh
You staring at me like I pepper sprayed the parents.
Come on, man.
I didn't pepper spray the people's code.
This is my take on any type of protest. It's a right way to protest, and it's a wrong way to protest.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right about
you
that.
got a police line saying don't cross.
Don't cross it.
Yeah,
Don't cross it, man.
That's true.
I'm gonna make all this noise from right here.
You know they irritated too?
Yeah,
They ain't got no paycheck, bro. Don't mess with them right now.
When you wanted somebody to move back, so if you had some shooting went down, it was a large crowd, and you make them move back, all we did was go get that police tape, and we put it right across there and say, you inside this tape, you done broke the police line, so you need to get out.
Right.
And so that's how I made everybody move back. They ain't went no pepper spray. You cross this line, you got to
you gotta look at the safety too, man.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? I got conflict on behind me.
Yeah.
With these prisoners, I don't know when this gonna pop off, and then I got these upset parents.
This is true.
That's true. That
You
is
know
true.
what I'm saying? So I got to protect something.
So you getting from the back and pause.
Joseph said the medical component would definitely make some lawsuits happen.
We're not doing that.
We can get in trouble here at the courts for not faxing medical alerts to the jail. You see what I'm saying? And like you said, it was somebody got real sick, real bad, or got hurt, or even died. Like that's a lawsuit for your tail.
How would they gotten him out if the electric was off?
My man.
If he was locked up in the cell.
No, they got it. They got a key.
Right.
It's a key to every cell.
We appreciate you.
Every
Thanks
sale.
so much.
Thank you, Nico. Appreciate it.
We want to say a big shout out to Nico. Thank you so much for bringing the birthday, birthday
Nico.
goodies.
Take care of the break.
He didn't say save me a drink. Man, save a nigga a drink. So this is your cup?
That's right.
This is your cup.
10 minutes waiting on ice.
What ice?
And the little sister, she want to order something, you know. Let me get this. Oh, wait. Let me get something.
Oh, wow. Oh, with that one.
Well, always in front of you, you got pansy hips at that point.
We're gonna get you the first cup, Nico. Nico.
What the hell? We're doing it on break. We're doing it on break.
We're going to do it on break.
All right.
We got you.
So some of the lawyers that met with some of the clients reporting coughing fits from everyone in the meeting room. One federal defender, Amanda Davis, said that in 4.5 years of doing this work, she never seen conditions this bad.
Oh yeah, like I said, it's a big lawsuit.
Wow.
Because listen, you in a cell with just you and another person. Then again, I don't know. New York, we have 4 or 5 people in the cell, so I don't know.
Damn.
Can't flush the toilet.
Right.
No.
Feces, urination,
Right.
Yeah.
everything.
You can't shower.
You know what I'm saying? So
I can't drink.
I'm good.
I gotta go to work.
I'm good. I'm good.
So man, that right there alone is tough for me. Becky said it was reported that there were sick inmates due to how cold it was inside the jail. So, and that's that week we had that 10 degrees and all that kind of stuff, man. So
New York was a little bit colder too.
you know, because they was part of the vortex. You know, New York was part of the vortex. That's and up in Brooklyn too. Come on, man.
That minus 10 degrees.
That part is so terrible, and I hate. And the thing about it, and I don't. Some people, you know, they probably thought less of them because they in jail. But just think about the people that's in, because now we talking about the jail now.
Yeah.
Some people in jail just waiting on trial. You might not even be guilty for something.
Yeah. You're right.
And then you got some people trying to get out, about to get out too.
What if you was
released a week later?
No, what if you supposed to be released during that week?
Right.
Oh, you hot.
Oh my God.
Oh, you hot.
Are you kidding me?
Bruh.
Get me out.
We on a speeding ticket.
Like, bruh, really?
Right.
It's terrible, man. But see, there was a shutdown during Obama's administration, but it was nowhere near to this magnitude.
Right.
You know, and it probably wasn't even over the same differences that they
Hey,
had.
Joseph, I'm gonna get into that, Joseph, after the break, Joseph. I'm gonna get into that after the break.
But it would also be up to the warden or whoever's the head of these agencies to budget for something like this to happen. They should have enough money in the budget to take care of whatever if they had a shutdown of this.
But again, now it goes back to what they said about the generator.
You know? Well, yeah, the equipment, yeah, but I'm talking about far as these guards being paid.
But no, I thought it was shut down because some guards shut it down.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So by them not getting paid,
They said the inmates were seizing the guards about not getting paid.
And so they said, so the guards did it.
So they should have had enough money.
Gave them a furlough.
Some type of account where they could pay these guys if a shutdown happens.
Right.
There should be parameters in place for this type of stuff.
The thing is, let me speak on that, Scope.
Go ahead.
Because when I was in the military, I did accounting.
Okay.
So basically, when you get the federal, you get a document called a FAD. A federal, a FAD basically tells you how much money you're gonna get for the year. So basically, everybody knows by year end, if you haven't spent that money, it's not coming back the following year.
So what you got to do?
So the thing is, you got to spend that money.
Exactly. So this is
for you saying,
I'll find a way to spend that.
For you wanting the warden to have that money to the side, it's not in the budget, because if he didn't budget for this shutdown and all this other stuff, that money's already allocated.
Exactly.
He's already spent it.
This happens in all this.
If I got $1 million this year, I'm trying to get $2 million next year.
I got you. And that happens. That even happens in construction companies. I have a buddy who works in construction. He said, man, we putting cones up on the highway. We're not doing that work. It's just something to make it look like we're doing that work, because we want that same budget or more next year. So we get more money.
Same thing.
Exactly.
Erica, shout out to Erica who's watching us. Who's watching us from New York as well? So they shouldn't have happened.
They don't shut down Kitty.
They don't care about them. They don't care about them because they are guilty, even if they're not. They treat animals better than they treat inmates. It's disgusting. There's no shutdown kitties. Go, come on.
I'm just saying.
And also, it said, the sound of inmates was, with the freezing cells and protests of lack of heat. They said defense lawyers, prisoners advocates, and union officials say that the crisis should have served as a warning that shoddy maintenance and substandard conditions plague not just the Brooklyn Metropolitan Detention Center, but many of the 122 lockups across the country run by Federal Bureau of Prisons.
Now, there is money in the budget for that. It should be money to budget
so basically
for
saying So basically, if you get locked up, you want to go to a private owned one, because the private owned ones ain't going to have these problems.
Actually, you don't. You still don't want to go to the private joint, because your private joint, they can hold you longer. Say for instance, you might be up for a transfer. Say for instance, okay, so you this your third year, so you got to go down to a level 2. So we got to transfer you to a better jail.
Yeah, lesser.
But they ain't gonna do that, because they take their own time to do that.
Because they're making money off of you.
Right.
Yeah. So your transfer can go anywhere from a month to 2 years.
And the thing is, if you want to go to jail, do some white collar stuff.
There you go.
Do some white collar stuff. Federal joint. That's if you want to go.
So you gotta make sure you have a real good thought process going on.
and what Brad just said, it says jail administrators have asked their regional office for money for long-term repairs to the 30-year-old building, but there is not enough in the Bureau of Prisons budget to accommodate them, with facilities with more pressing needs being a higher priority.
And then remember, it's called white collar because the collar ain't white for real.
Right.
The person
is white. Exactly.
I like that.
That is funny.
They were the smart criminal.
And we in here, we got our Tito's, we sipping. I'm going to give a shout out to my man CJ, who's getting an award tonight.
Oh, man.
I was trying to get it before we go on break. I mean, you want to mention it when we come back?
I got to roll, man. Yeah, basically, we have a thing where help to reduce crime in Southeast, and it's about the people who get together to try to help to reduce the crime, who put their time and money in. And this organization is presenting me with an award. I got to get out of here in a few minutes. That's it.
Right. You gonna let you slide?
Oh my God, that was probably between me and you, dog. I can't tell you nothing.
Hey, look,
that was something like that, man. That's good.
Big shout out to CJ, man, because he's been retired and he is still giving back to the community.
That Nobel Peace Prize.
That's what we talking about, man. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this break. We're gonna come back and we're gonna get into our question of the week, man. It's gonna be serious, man. Mike's Corner. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Are you hungry like I am? Let me tell you what you should do. You should head right on over to DC's first IHOP, located at 1523 Alabama Avenue Southeast, Washington, D.C. It's the first Black-owned and operated IHOP in D.C. At IHOP, they want you to think of their table as your family's table. Create new memories and enjoy the food you love with the people you love. And they will take care of the cooking. We promise you that Renata and her team will take real good care of you. They are open Sunday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. and open 24 hours on Friday and Saturday. So stop by and let them know that Mike's Corner or Let's Be Clear sent you. And guess what? You just might get a discount.
Hey, Looking to purchase a new home? I got the real estate agent just for you. Check out Ms. Sakina Kingwood, Realtor and CSR with Exit Landmark Realty in Clinton, Maryland. She lists and sells homes in Maryland and Washington, D.C., specializing in Southern Prince George's County and Northern Charles County, Maryland. New home sales, move-up buyers, and first-time home buyers are her specialty. To discuss your real estate needs, call or text Sakina Kingwood at 240-375-4790. Let her know that Mike's Corner or Let's Be Clear sent you.
What you thought it was, nigga? Shit, it's family over everything, nigga. Shit, if money ain't in the bank, damn sure it's in the bag. Y'all niggas ain't fucking with us, nigga. We gonna keep it how we do it, you know.
Chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Rags to riches, that's the way of life in these conditions. What's the mission? Get that work and find a kitchen. Listen, you can find me in that laboratory, steady mixing like you do that lean with the soda. Haze in a grape swisher, that's a fruit roller. Chevy nigga, but fuck with that GT Cobra. Fox body, hopping out no socks with the loafers. Badge of honor from loyalty, certified soldier. I say, hold up, we gon' roll up, pockets roll up. Get to know us like the fuse, I'm about to blow up. You go harder, gotta show us. Shorty bopping, we ain't stopping. Hey, it's money over rollers, yeah. Chase a bag, hating niggas, just promoters, yeah. If I was you looking at me, I wouldn't cross them. I'd be cool and pass the message to them niggas in your section. Flexing like we won't toss them. Beat the brake dust off them. I just chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Rags to riches, that's the way of life in these conditions. Chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Catching up that money fast, push it to the limit. You better not be in line when it's feeding time. It's me and mine, gon' be ripping through your carcass. I'm trying to see where your heart is. I'm officially the hardest. That's official. SK, position like a marksman. Ready for war, I got them slipping in the darkness. Back against the ropes, go harder, don't go. I learned that in 94, seen the income level low. Niggas beefing toe to toe, we was scraping every penny, now I know. All that pride go out the window when you broke, yeah. I'm out that window with a scope, aiming for that bag, where that money, yeah. It's the KID, took my crown, placed it on the throne, had to save my seat. Whoa, it ain't no game, so don't play with me. No, in my zone, that's the place to be. Behind the wheel, chasing the bag, trying to get from A to B. Ready to ride and provide, that's how I'm trained to be. Chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Rags to riches, that's the way of life in these conditions. Chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Catching up that money fast, push it to the limit. Chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Rags to riches, that's the way of life in these conditions. Chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Catching up that money fast, push it to the limit. I'ma get it. In these conditions, I'ma get it. To the limit.
Did he get it right?
You get it right?
Don't you ask no questions like that.
I had to turn it down when he does that.
Don't
Did he get it right? I just asked.
Don't you ask no questions like that.
Just making sure.
Hey,
I'm getting to see the work firsthand up
You
in
know
there.
who it is.
Hey,
Diddy of the city, man.
Yeah, man.
before we get into our question today, Sko wanted to bring up a situation that's kind of pissing him off a little bit.
Yeah, man.
His hat too tight.
I don't know if anybody is familiar with the Bitcoins. The Bitcoins is this
I'm
new
familiar
way
with Bitcoin.
Bitcoins?
I figured you would. 'cause
Like
you do that
big or
count.
bit?
Bits.
Why you
Why, but
I know.
why going back with him? Why you going back and forth? Like he didn't know what you were talking about.
We've had this
You
discussion
know what I'm saying?
before.
You know, you're right. Yeah, you fell for it.
We
You
had
fell for the banana in the
discussion
tailpipe. Yeah, all right.
Well,
Hey,
got
look.
me.
Yeah, don't let him get you
The
scolded.
next person who fumbled, got to put up a dollar.
Man, come on, you gotta stop them games. Anyway, Bitcoin investors may be out of $190 million. Yes, I said it, $190 million. After the only guy with the password dies, the firm says. So imagine if your bank froze your savings account because the only person with the combination to the vault had died. Just imagine. So investors in the Canadian cryptocurrency exchange are in a similar fix after the only person with the password to accounts valued at $190 million US dollars died unexpectedly in India in December. CoinDesk is the name of the company reported. So basically, 115,000 investors in the password to the so-called cold storage accounts died with this guy.
And that password probably like kiss my ass.
Might even be password. That's how dumb.
No, I'm gonna tell you the password is when I die.
First of all, that's bullshit.
Why is that bullshit?
Right.
Because you can go hire all these goddamn cold crackers.
Yeah.
Crack the password.
Yeah.
So you know somebody gonna tell me something.
Look, you ain't gonna
somebody
tell
gonna tell me
me
something.
He was the only one who had the password.
Get my money.
I know. He very well may be the only one with the password. But all these geeks out here that can break.
Oh yeah.
Man, please.
He apparently left no record of the password, and security experts consulted by Quadriga
But you know what?
have been unable to crack their account.
I don't care about
according
that.
to the publication.
I don't care. We're getting around the clock service.
Bitcoins.
So now, we getting that password.
No, we getting around the clock service.
If not, we changing that mother flipper.
No, we getting that. And come on now. Yeah, no, I ain't gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Y'all can tell somebody else that.
We don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe.
Somebody know.
Somebody know the password.
They just waiting for everybody to go home that day. Then they gonna crack that joint.
Oh yeah, we got it.
And they gonna put it in their own little Swiss account.
The internet is a
Is Bitcoin federally insured up to $250,000?
I would hope it is.
Is it insured? Or is it just something that you just?
But then again,
no.
No, I think it is federally insured because you can use it.
You can use.
You can use like
But how much of it is insured?
But that's for personal.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It got to be insured. No, it's not personal because, say for instance, I gamble, right? Mm-hmm. So on my gambling line, they ask you, do you want to be paid in cash or Bitcoin?
Right.
So if big companies are using it, got to be federally insured.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Now that's
up to
a certain amount.
Right.
It got to be, and I think this is probably the same as that. They might be up to a certain amount.
So what you saying? The bull gonna give everybody
Look,
back?
I'm sorry,
stacks.
Y'all keep the record. I'm sorry, y'all going through all that to say what? I don't give a damn. If this joker dead or not,
you gonna get that.
I'm getting my money.
And you coming off the furlough?
I'm coming off the furlough, waking his ass the fuck up. Look, hey, sorry to be cussing, but look.
Bitcoins are the best known type of cryptocurrency, a form of digital currency overseen by a decentralized network of computers around the world. The New York Times reported. Prices for Bitcoins fluctuate wildly and are based on open market bidding on exchanges.
Oh, hold on. Davida says she already got the password.
Davida got the password?
Yeah.
The password is Bitcoin.
I'm telling you.
Boy, what? You like, nah, it'll never be that.
Hey, that's funny. That is funny.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, but Bitcoins must be stored on servers. We all know servers are there. Right. And it can be kept in hot wallets for immediate transactions or cold storage as a sort of digital savings account to protect them from hackers. So they're protecting them from hackers. So if it's protected from hackers, the hackers can't get in.
Oh, them hackers can get in.
Not to go sideways, but I don't think you can protect nothing from hackers.
Not from the right
Because I truly believe hackers make the security.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, it's they had a female. She has her own hacking company, a security, cyber security company, who just hacks.
You know why they do that stuff? So they can hype up the security and say we can protect you from stuff like this that may happen.
Right. Yeah, that's what it is.
That's how they do it.
So what they did was they went ahead on channel 4 or 5. I can't believe which one it is. They went ahead and hacked a local store right next door. Mm-hmm. And just went in there to say a couple things, and then they wanted to tell the lady, we just hacked you. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, they do that to show you that we can get into your system.
How vulnerable you are.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Y'all keep putting y'all real birthdays out there on Facebook.
Yeah.
The funniest joint.
Remember that one?
The funniest joint was the 10-year challenge.
The 10-year challenge.
Yeah.
That was the funniest
and that
joint.
question come out, and then what if you found out that the FBI was using this picture?
But I don't care. I'm good. I left that life a long time ago.
Yeah, we are.
Our question of the week is something that we talked about it at our meeting on Sunday that we're gonna start doing between Let's Be Clear and Mike's Corner. Just to get people more engaged and get their comments about what they want to do. So of course, y'all know I've been real big on A Million Little Things. I watched it because of the line of the show was A Million Little Things, and what it was is that a million little things makes up a friendship. There's not one big thing that's a friendship. It's a million little things that makes up a friendship. So I got into the show, yada yada yada. Sko, you started watching it. I'm so into it.
You got it.
He called me and told me, B,
Slim, did you watch it?
Not yet.
Oh my God, I'm so into it.
Last week was woo.
So what it is,
Man.
and the funny part about it, I'm gonna give y'all a quick premise before we get into the question. These guys was all Boston Bruin fans, okay? Just say us 5.
Right.
So we don't know each other at all.
Right.
Get on the elevator. What happens?
You get stuck.
Get stuck on the elevator. Mm-hmm. So ain't nothing to do but talk.
Right.
So then we create a bond. That's what it is. It's a bond. We become friends. We become tight. John, which is the leader. Joseph said, "Yeah, it's really getting good too, man." Exactly.
Yes,
So John is almost. I would say he's the forefront person. He's the one that always got everything intact. And can take care of this. And take care of that. Take care of that. So John kills himself. That's how I came on. That's how I came on. He killed himself. So of course everything is almost like reliving how they got to that point.
Right. Y'all got to forget
this guy here, man.
Hey, it's his birthday.
This guy's like,
it's his birthday, man.
He's zoned out here.
Home
in the kitchen.
Sko tried to tell me. I didn't want to listen to Sko. Sko tried to tell me, man.
It's his birthday.
And look, I noticed it. I noticed it.
He's gonna look back.
And look, I'm like, oh damn.
Yeah.
Right, like we not on the radio or live, like right now.
We're not live. No.
But John has friends, yada yada yada. One friend of his, which is a male, had breast cancer or got breast cancer. Yeah. Other friend, Rome, which was everybody know Romy Malco, and another guy. Yeah, it's crazy for that. But what it was, like I said, it's more stuff coming out of why he killed himself because it came on. He was very successful. So then I'm like, man, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So this is real good. The show is real. Sko can vouch for it. This show is real good. And it's just so many, and there's so many twists and turns. And not to, and just say for instance,
yeah,
like because y'all haven't watched it yet.
No, I haven't.
So just say for instance, like we the group. Okay, just say I'm John. Say I'm John. Mm-hmm. I'm Rich. Brad. Brad cheated with my wife. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all in the group. Yeah, you done cheated with all in the group. All that joint crazy. But all of them didn't know. Then find out later. All of a sudden I'm dead. Got my wife pregnant. Oh man, it's just so much. Yeah, it's just so much twist. We
all looking at Brad like.
For real?
Really?
Nigga. Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Like scratching their head, like, hold up, what the?
Erica say, Billy's face is priceless. Yeah. So it's coming out. So it started making me think about like suicide. So we was talking about it like it's suicide. So the poll closed at 7:30.
Okay.
So no. So what happened was I was talking to Neen, and Neen said. And I removed the word. I removed the word, but I put it back because I had talked to somebody before I came here today.
What word is that?
I'm about to get to you now. So the original question was, or is suicide an act of cowardness / selfishness, or an act of bravery? So what happened was I took bravery out because I said bravery cannot be associated with suicide. So I went and met up with my man Sean. Shout out to my main man Sean who did our shirts, and I got some other stuff coming for Mike's Corner as well.
I got you.
I got some other stuff coming for Mike's Corners too. So
we're not gonna have it tonight for our birthday.
Nah, like when I say coming, that means it's coming. I didn't say I got some stuff for Mike's Corner tonight.
It's in the future. It's in the future.
Our birthday is today.
Yeah, but anyway.
No gift.
So he asked me. He said, "Well, why can't bravery be associated with it?" And I was like, because it can't. And Brad Mike can relate to this real quick because he said, what if I joined the service and went on the front line? That's almost like suicide. I said, I said, no, it's not. Because you're not intentionally joining the service to die.
Right. Exactly.
Am I right, Brad?
You're right. Yeah. You're right.
You said, yeah, you can say, yeah, I'm going to fight for my country. And then if you die in the act, that's a form of bravery. But that's not suicide. So I removed. That's what I said. But then we had a deeper conversation, which I would get into as well. So then I'm like, well, nah. So I'm like, I can't really. So I removed bravery from it, and that's why I did the poll of is suicide an act of cowardness or selfishness? Now, my opinion, and I'm gonna say it. I was 145% wrong, because I always thought that an act of suicide was a coward act, selfish act. I think you just a cold sucker for doing it. But what happened was, I saw Jay-Z documentary on Khalif Browder, and I have no right to know. I cannot live in the next man's shoes to understand what that person is going through. So I retract my statement about saying that. So again, my thing is, I want to ask y'all and the listeners and the viewers, is suicide, in your opinion, an act of cowardness or act of selfishness? I'm gonna let Brad go first, since he's the guest.
Come on, B-Rad.
I want to put bravery back in it, just to.
No, if you put it back in there, but you got to make sure you got to stand behind it, and why?
Because if you look at
this, that's the model of bravery, Hacksaw Ridge.
If you look at you look at just from a military standpoint, if you go on the front line, you know, I'm doing this to make sure Mike, Sko, Billy, and Sean get up out of here alive.
Right. You talking about, but you talking about in war?
I'm talking about in war.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Granted, I'm not going at that moment. I know I'm going to die. I know it's a possibility.
It's a possibility.
So
wait a minute. So hold on. That's sacrifice to me.
There you go. I like that.
That's sacrifice to me. You sacrifice your life to me.
See,
boys.
See what happened when you turn one? See what happened?
Hey, look, you grew up a little bit. You learned one word.
That's a sacrifice.
So you know what? I'm gonna take bravery out of it.
First word,
suicide. Then.
Okay.
I'm with you, Mike. I was with you 100% as a form of. I look at it as a form of cowardice.
Okay.
And selfish. Because I'm gonna tell you why, Sko. Because I see you about to get ready.
You know my mind.
Because the thing is,
spinning, man.
Because of how I was raised, the environment that I was raised in. We all, basically grew up Southeast. It was rough during them times. Rough.
We live raw.
And you've seen a lot. You've been through a lot.
True.
And it built character.
Shout out to my cousin Sherelle watching us from Philly, Pennsylvania.
It built character, so you learn to deal with different type of adversity.
Shout out to Donica, also a producer of the show. Hey, Markeisha.
So anytime I remember the first time a girl told me she was pregnant. You see what I'm saying? I can't go home. That's not how I was raised.
You want to kill yourself.
I couldn't. It's like, you see what I'm saying? What am I going to do?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And so the thing is, how you deal with certain things was one of those things that you learn to. Your character and what you've been through help build that up, so you're able to deal with a number of things. So to say, you know what, I don't want to deal with it no more, I'm out of here. But then my my business is dealing with mental health now.
And see, it's a coincidence, not to cut you off, but I'm like, Brad deal with this kind of stuff on a regular basis. So like. I don't know if he dealt with I don't know if Brad dealt with a person that committed suicide or he had to go through that.
I've dealt with people off the ledge. Several attempts.
Right.
And so it takes you gotta step out of yourself.
Yeah.
In order to really help some of these children, because you looking at it like, come on, man, I was bullied in third grade, and the whole thing was you wanted to fight them.
Right.
You gonna have to fight.
Recently, it was
so
a 10-year-old killed himself recently, man.
Exactly. And so it's like,
man, 10 years old,
man. You sympathize, you empathize with these families, but at the end of the day, it's like all he had to do was just stand up to him, because that was.
Some people don't have the fortitude.
Some people don't have it.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Exactly. So is it a coward or is it the
that's the thing,
inability to deal with situations?
But see,
now that's what I was gonna say too. I think it's all on the situation at hand.
I'm going last.
I feel like.
Hold on, let's go. So what you said? Form of cowardness.
I feel it's form of cowardness.
Okay.
But my professionalism is looking at the mental.
There's a lot more to it.
It's the mental health aspect of it.
Okay.
So that's my question. Is like, okay, my selection was.
Hold up. Do we want to let? I think
I'm going last. No.
I think we should.
I go. I go.
I think we let Jax go because we don't know his situation.
Yeah.
No, he'll go all the way, but because his joint might be so far over the ledge, we might have to have somebody to bring him back down. Because he been tasting it too. Nah, you know what? I can't do that. Sko said want to go next. Sko want to. No,
I was trying to stay online with you.
Yeah, go ahead, Sko.
No, I'm right behind where you at. Pause, because my thing is situations.
No, so let's go.
That's what I'm saying. We're going last.
Okay, we might have the same point. I really believe it's based on the situation at hand. Like saying you got somebody that's terminally ill, and they feel that they're burdening their family from coming to the hospital every day, checking on them. Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
Just like it's almost like, say you have a family member that's in a vegetative state.
Right.
You know how hard that decision is to say, do you pull the plug or do you try to see if they can come out of that?
Who's saying it though? Is the patient saying pull the plug?
Say,
was
like
it the family?
For me, my grandmother, when she had a stroke, when she passed, she had a DNR. She signed a DNR. To me, I'm like, hell with that.
And for people that don't know the DNRs, do not resuscitate.
Thanks for
so if I go, let me go.
Yeah, that's basically what she said.
So
that's not being funny though, because I learned that, and I'm pulling the skull. I learned because I'll be watching Chicago Med, Chicago Fire. I'm not a medical analyst, so I'm gonna give Sko his. I gotta give Sko when Sko is right. I give Sko his due, and I put him a TV show. Sko, so go ahead.
Yeah, so she had on her wrist they put the bands on,
right?
You know, fall risk, all that DNR.
Right.
Hold on, Sko. How long did she have? Did she just do it like in her later years, or she had it all her whole time?
She already had it in her whole time.
Okay, cool.
And I'm like, I even tried it before she even got sick. Like, what? Like, no.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you just go.
Yeah, you can't.
To make the decision.
It's her wishes.
Okay.
That's true, but it's like, but sometimes it can be like the lady that I don't know if that has anything to do with the one that had Dr. Kevorkian help her.
Yeah, Becky just said it's called assisted suicide. But go ahead, Sko. Go ahead.
It's like, okay, she don't want to feel like she's a burden. If I'm ever seen, and I'm pointing, I'm on the breathing machine.
Right.
And you know I'm pretty much gone, and I'm not myself. Man, because me going to the hospital, seeing her, laying there, she's moving, she's doing all that, but she's brain dead. They clinically said she was brain dead.
Right.
But I see her moving, this and that. I'm talking to her, and it's like you can see responses, like blinking of the lids or whatever, but she's not dead. And for her to have that DNR, it's like, so, but it was up to my dad because next to Kent. So it's hard, man. So it's like, some people that are in that situation, I say, like, let me go. I don't want to be a burden on anybody because it could be more pressure and more,
And it is.
It could be more on the person being here than me be gone.
It is.
Right. So,
because I had to do the same thing you did.
Right. So that's to me, it's on the situation. Depends on the situation.
So you on the fence about coward or selfishness?
Right.
But see, okay,
in
let
that
me
situation,
with your grandmother. In your eyes, selfish. But in your and the way I look at it, for your grandmother, to say, hey, if I'm out, let me go.
Let me go.
That's not selfish. That's the bravery part. And Neen said that's why I felt it was somewhat brave. I'm gonna get to her last comment, but go ahead. Nah, you go.
All right, look.
All right, because Billy got a little more sense than you.
That's best. That's my man. I love you though. Hey, Wing, what's up, Wing? We see you.
No, we don't see Wing because
I know you beefing with Wing.
I'm beefing with Wing. Wing kiss my ass.
Wing,
you can kiss my ass.
So Wing,
I inbox Wing and Wing couldn't hit me back, man.
Hey,
fuck Wing.
Oh, Wing,
and that came from my heart.
I'm gonna call you, champ.
Did he just clip his wings?
Yeah.
Well,
go
ahead. My thing is, I look at it just like it's different situations with every thing. As far as like suicide, you think some people do it because of depression. Mm-hmm. Some people may be going through something totally different from, okay, I'm gonna kill myself because of my personal needs or what I'm lacking. Mm-hmm. That is a selfish act because you're not thinking about
nobody else.
Right. You're not thinking about your family. You're not thinking about the backlash.
Right.
But if you want to go out here and just kill yourself because you did something stupid, that's a cowardly way.
Like the guy in Vegas after he shot all those people.
Right.
He said, please
so
don't take
it's
me
different
down. I'm gonna kill myself.
Whatever the situation is
that's coward.
at hand, it depends on what happened. So
let me interject something, Sean. So basically what I'm hearing right now
is
from all of us is that you have you have to categorize the situation. Because the situation, like I said, your situation
it's different.
It's like grandma, like, I'm 90. I done lived my life.
Right.
I'm good.
Yep.
I'm out of here.
I'm gone. I'm gone. Don't bring me back.
Versus the dude, like, I done shot up Vegas.
Yeah.
I don't want to get locked up. I don't want to
I
deal with prison.
Boom.
That's
coward.
Right.
That's coward.
That's coward.
That's definitely coward.
Right.
So you had a mental health. You had a mental health aspect.
Me personally, depending on the situation, it can be a little bit of both, because you don't know what that person's going through. So even if the person is going through a whole depressed state, this and that, I don't want to go through this no more. It's a selfish act, but then it also can be cowardly. So I mean, I'm kind of on the fence.
Okay.
Because that's just how life is.
Now I was going to ask Brad real quick. Like I've watched a lot of war movies, and then you've been been in the military. Say they're in the war field, they get seriously injured.
Right.
But
not to do the skull joint, but like dead presidents when your man got his joint shut off and all that. They don't send me home like that.
Yeah, don't send me home like that, man. Just take me out.
Yeah,
right.
They gave him too much morphine.
Yeah.
That situation is like, man, don't let them come capture me and try to put me in a prisoner of war.
Right.
To take me out, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't. That's bravery to me too.
That's selfish.
That's
selfish.
That's not. It depends. Like you just said.
But see,
they're not gonna get me and torture me.
Bravery for what? Why? What are you being brave for? You just don't want to be captured a certain way. But you're being selfish.
You don't want to go home a certain way either.
Right. But you're being selfish too.
Right. All that, man.
You're being selfish to your family members.
Right.
Will.
So it's a little bit of both. We'll see. Well, for me, I always thought that suicide was cowardly, and the reason why I say that is because I attempted suicide years ago.
Right.
And it was cowardly of me after, like I said, talking.
But why did you commit suicide? Why would you attempt? I'm sorry.
Why did I attempt?
God dang.
Well, because
No, because you know what? Before I didn't know he was gonna say it. My next question. My next question is gonna be like, I was gonna say who tried to commit suicide, and then I was gonna say, did you succeed? Yeah.
What?
So you say what he's saying?
It was long. No, but go ahead.
Did you succeed?
That was a dumb.
Like, how do you attempt?
But you attempted suicide.
I attempted, and
for what reason?
Because of the life burdens on me.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I had a real family burdens, financial burdens.
Yeah.
And I couldn't take it anymore. So so I was selfish.
Right. Selfish mother flipper.
Hey, that's what it was.
You know what? We gotta keep an eye on you, man.
So Nate,
I think good, man.
So I'm good. And the problem with me and Nee had the conversation about the bravery part, because again we have to go back to John. Mm-hmm. John, he did this. He took care of. He set something up for Sean. He set something up for Will. He set up for Brad. He set something for Scope.
You don't know.
You don't know. It's almost like a scavenger hunt that eventually, if you find the pieces, you find it. But if not, stuff gonna start coming together, and then you're gonna start finding the pieces. So you already knew that. All right, everything is cool. I did this. I did that. I did this. I did that. Okay, cool.
In place.
Now at this point in time, right here at 7:25. I did everything I needed to do. All right, I'm finished. I'm done.
Right.
Tell my secretary, go ahead and take your lunch.
Go take your lunch real quick.
Go ahead and take your lunch. Mm-hmm. I'm all right. Secretary goes. FedEx guy come in. Oh, got to get this to John. FedEx, she goes back in to see John. John walked up on the legs and just jumped off immediately.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that to curry through. That's why I had at odds about the active bravery part. Now I went through.
I just want to be clear, just for the listeners and everything. So basically, what you're saying is, if you took out insurance policies,
like what happened was
everybody,
and then I'm gonna give a part of the way.
You get a meal. All of us get a meal. You leave all of us.
What happened was I did this a certain way. Because I needed to make sure that my family was going to be kept. Because remember, we were stuck in the elevator.
That's what I'm saying.
So listen, we were stuck in the elevator.
Right.
So the question was, if you had one last conversation, who would you have it with?
Right.
You said I would have with my wife. You said I would have with my brother. I said this and that. So the whole time we sitting there, I said, well, I would have it with Win DC. Because those are the guys that fix the damn elevator.
Right.
So then when it started to come out of a situation now, the money is in the Rutledge. The money is in the Win DC fund. So everybody like, why is it Win DC fun? And then you start thinking about when we was in the elevator. Win DC was the one that made the elevator. So that's now you got to start. Now the pieces will start coming together. So now it's like, okay, cool.
That's like what's that game? What's the game? When you're in the room, escape room.
Yeah. So now it's starting to come together.
So you saying it would be considered bravery if you leaving something behind?
No. What me and Nee was discussing, it was like, no, what it was that I did all this. I did everything. I set up everything. Right. So at 7:26, I did everything I needed to do. What I had going on, it didn't happen.
Right.
I already know.
Right.
The business deal fell through. You sleeping with my wife.
Right.
It's cool. All I'm like, Brad, I just want you to love her. I sent you that. I called you. Right. I called Brad. Hey, Brad, I'm calling you because I want to tell you to love her.
Right.
Because I'm about to kill myself.
I'm done.
But you is in the bed with my wife.
Right.
And
didn't answer the
phone, so you can call me when you get to the car. So I go in and kill myself. So Nee said, so going to I plan everything out. I'm going to jump over. I'm done. I finished. I did what I need to do. Now
it's time to jump.
The brave part is to go through with the act.
That's a good.
So in that sense, let me go back to somebody.
That's deep.
So
I don't know if that.
So let me go back real quick.
That last statement was real deep.
I don't think that's
bravery.
So hey, Glenn, what's up, Glenn? Whoa, really, Glenn?
That's self.
Glendora Franklin?
It is self.
Hold on, time. No.
What?
Really, Glendora Franklin? I ain't seen you in a year.
What's she talking about?
Man?
She's on here because Brad on here.
What's up?
What?
Wow, that's what's up, Glenn.
She's on here for. It's the birthday.
Okay.
It's anniversary.
Joseph said, now I see why you said Khalid Browder is perhaps the best example of why every instance of suicide isn't an act of cowardness. The man was tormented and traumatized from what happened to him. He never recovered.
Mental health.
Nee said, that's why I felt it was somewhat brave. It takes a lot to jump off a building. Becky said, I believe each case is different, but I feel the reason to commit suicide is cowardly and selfish, but the act itself is courageous, brave, strong-willed, etc. It takes a lot to actually go through with you killing yourself. When Sko was talking about his grandma, she said that's called assisted suicide. Papa Joe riding it out. Man, Brad done brought a whole lot of situations up here.
Man, Brad, it's the birthday.
Brad said, Papa Joe say, I don't know anyone goes into war with suicide on their mind. It comes into play after things that transpires in the war. I've been dealing with that for so many years, PTSD, and a lot of my war buddies are still dealing with that. With the thought of suicide.
That's a tough diagnosis. Right?
CJ said, yo, Mike, you sure left that life. Yeah. Michelle Lemay, what's up, Michelle? She said, I feel there are different levels of suicide. The level that is cowardice are those who want to quit life because it's not going their way they wanted to. There's also those who suffer from a mental illness and that are helpless because of an imbalance of their brain and they just don't have nowhere to live. Papa Joe said, deal with that every day. It's a very complex issue. Everybody's pressure point is different. Nee said, if you ever dealt with mental illness where you feel like there's nothing else left to say, someone is a coward is not completely right in her opinion. Davida said, no more Tito's on the corner. Nee said mental illness meaning depression.
Okay.
Nee said mental illness meaning depression where you feel like you can't bounce back. Can't really say. What if he really felt like he was doing more for his family dead than alive?
That's
he really felt that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's what I was going to that's deep.
Papa Joe said mental health is good for all of us. There's a lot of pressure being black in America. Don't be
amen to that, Papa Joe.
I got another comment. Somebody said, could suicide be a mental illness as well? That's for you, Brad.
So
yeah.
One suicide that I was always on the fence about, Junior Seau. What do you think? Was that cowardice? Or was that?
No, you can't. That's a different situation. That's
No.
We talking about
We're talking about situations.
That's straight mental health.
That's mental health. Yeah. That's mental health.
You know what? I want all the moviegoers out there to please forgive me, but I just watched Concussion last night.
Okay.
Oh
wow.
Exactly. Forgive me.
Okay.
Wow.
But
Deep. Right?
that mental health.
Like I said, when it comes to that CTE, what is it? CTE. I think
mental health is.
To me, it wasn't about him killing himself. He strategically shot himself in the chest.
That's mental health.
Because he wanted them to examine his brain and see what was going on.
Again, that's mental health.
So you say mental health, but he was smart enough to know that I need not shoot myself in the head because this is what I want them to study.
They just said they said mental health. That's mental health.
The thing is, even for him to think about shooting himself, whether it's the arm, chest, head,
mental.
whatever, that still did come down to mental health. But for him to be cognitive
you
enough,
have to think about doing the
for him
act.
to be cognitive enough, I'm gonna kill myself because I can't handle it. But I want y'all to stuck in my head.
I battled depression, and I still battle depression. I thought about killing myself, and then I thought about like, it's no way possible I could. I don't have the heart.
Right.
I don't have the heart. I don't have the mental fortitude to go through with it. Man, I should kill myself. Man, you dumb as shit.
But what do you get?
I don't know. Hernandez was a little different, bro.
But what do you get out of it though?
Hernandez was not different.
He's still looking out for his daughter. That's what
no,
said.
Hernandez at the same time. If Funk read the joint after the fact, his CTE was higher than the average person too.
Right.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes. Hernandez CTE. He had over and of course I watched her not just in New England. I watched Hernandez in Florida, and I thought he had so many concussions.
Right.
That's why
he like 8.
No, he had more than that. But another person, Jordan Reed. He's another one that's going to have to be watched because he suffered so many concussions in Florida and in the NFL now.
Wow.
Yeah, you're right.
That CTE and that mental health is something serious, man.
Yeah.
It's
needs to be addressed.
Because if you're not now, that takes bravery for you to go to someone and say, "Hey, I need some help."
Yeah,
I'm hearing this. I'm dealing with this. I'm dealing.
My head ain't
That's
right.
the bravery part.
Yeah.
You
But
see what I'm saying?
if he did shoot himself in the chest just so they can diagnose his brain
to do it for study.
But another one did that joint.
Somebody else,
from the dude that played for the Eagles. They did it.
That's a sense of bravery because you're killing yourself for this. You're sacrificing yourself.
No, that's what we said. That's why we said
that's sacrificial.
So it comes down, but what does society say? We agree that it could be labeled as a sacrifice for the sake of CTE study,
right?
But society gonna label it as
suicide, and mental.
Neen said, Sean, you might need to sit down with someone who struggles with whether life is worth living and may give you a better outlook on things.
Me?
Sally. Says you, you.
But the thing is, everybody deals with a level of depression.
Yeah, everybody deals with a level of depression.
Brian, that's
it's just a matter of.
Well, Brian Dawkins did with a level of depression too, yeah. But it wasn't what Brian. Well, we know Brian Dawkins didn't want to kill himself.
He was thinking about killing himself.
Yeah, he did.
He said that on his speech.
But Brian Dawkins used to lay that hammer down.
Hold on. Yeah. Nee, I want to live. I love my life.
And the thing about it was like, I just found out that Crystal St. John did not know.
Man,
suicide.
Who?
That's what it was.
That's what I heard.
Young and the Restless.
Young and the Restless.
Yeah.
No. Naming the suicide?
No, they said it was suicide
because it started from his son. When his son died,
his son killed himself.
He went into a deep depression.
His son killing himself. I remember
4 months
that.
ago.
Yes.
He went into a deep depression, trying to live life.
Wow.
Keep going on, right? Yeah, that's tough.
You never know.
And I always thought that suicide was such a cowardly act. And then I watched the Khalif Browder, and I could not live through somebody else's eyes.
That was all
and
mental.
say
That was mental health. Right
it was
there.
mental, like what he went through.
A little bit of both, Funk.
And
it's both sides of it. I mean, you really can't. It can't be just one.
Yeah.
It's pretty much both.
Yeah.
I mean, because you never know what that person's going through.
I think that's who it is, Cedric. You're right. Shout out to my man Cedric from Miami. We gotta get to Miami too. Andre Waters.
Oh, yeah.
I think he shot himself in the chest.
Okay.
So he could preserve his brain. A lot of people was doing that. Not a lot. I don't mean to say a lot. I apologize, but I know athletes was shooting themselves in the chest to preserve their brain because of the concussion joint.
They can do studies on it.
But the thing is, what is that? Goes back to what Scott was saying. Is that how do you classify that?
Right.
It's suicide because is it
you took your own life.
You die? Or is it a sacrifice?
It's a sacrifice because they need to get to the bottom of the soul so happen.
So that goes to you. So that you know what? So that's what I'm saying. So you put that. So you put that. So you take that. You take the category. You take the person, and you put them in that. Junior Seau, Andre Waters. You take that and put in that. I guess you would say the bravery category because I want them to sacrifice.
Right. Put them in the bravery.
Khalif Browder.
That's mental health.
Or sacrificial.
But it can fall in two categories because it's selfish according to the family because his daughter misses him bad. The one that's did speech for Seau, man, it hurt her so bad. Like, Dad, why would you do this? But he's doing this for his brothers in the NFL. He's doing this because, look, baby, I'm suffering.
He sacrificed himself. That was a sacrifice.
So look, Suicide is the 10th leading cause of death in the U.S.
10th leading. Okay.
Wow. In 2017, 47,173 people in America died by suicide.
I want to know what number 1 is.
2017, there were estimated 1.4 million suicide attempts. In 2015, suicide and self-injury cost the U.S. $69 billion. Now, I don't know if y'all know about the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah.
But people have survived that, try to kill themselves. But they say, I don't know, it was like, I don't know, it was 50% or maybe 40% of people that survived it said they immediately regret it when they jumped.
The comedian in me, I just had so many jokes about that, but I'm not gonna do it because it's a serious conversation. But I know the moment anyone jumps
and they don't die,
they wish they would have.
They wish they would have.
Right.
But you think about it, anytime a person take them pills or do anything, cut their wrists,
jump in front of a damn train.
Immediate.
Right. Jump in front of a damn train.
I think the moment that happens, I think the regret kicks in because
suicide. The thing about suicide, like I said, I battle. We all, like you said, we all battle depression.
We all do. Yeah.
I battle depression. Not only my depression came from a fact of I was battling depression because of the fact of I felt as though that I was responsible for everybody.
Right.
I felt as though I was responsible for everybody. I got to make sure everybody happy. I got to make sure everybody doing good. I got to make sure everybody doing this. I got to do this. I got to do that. And that's why I was like, I got to keep doing this for everybody. And then, okay, something happened to Brad. Whatever happened to Brad, that shit is my fault. I don't know what happened to Brad, but it's my fault.
Taking on the
so now it's I messed up over here. Oh damn, something happened to Sean. So that's my fault. So I was taking all that. I was taking the blunt of everything I'm putting on my shoulders. Like, what am I doing wrong? And it put me in a bad form of, like, man. That's when it came to the point, like, oh man, I'm gonna kill myself.
Right.
Nah, I can't get to that point though. I can't get to that point. But depression is, and we talked about depression on the show before, and we got so much feedback. Yeah. And my thing was, it's so crazy that we brought up the suicide because I was at home today and I was watching How to Get Away with Murder.
That's my show.
Skull TV show. And then I never paid, just watch the show. At the end of the show, suicide prevention line came up. I said, this got to be crazy because I never thought it was gonna come up. Like I'm like, we're gonna talk about it on the show tonight, but like, and then the Brad is right. I think everybody deal with some kind of form of depression.
We do.
And I'm gonna ask Brad this real quick. With you dealing with mental health and things like that, another tidbit from the show that we're watching, A Million Little Things, they're all kind of like beating themselves up, like, how did I not see this?
Yeah.
Right.
How do you see the signs of depression when they really don't wear them on their sleeve? You don't even see it.
Hold up.
Now I want to know how you do that with this being your profession.
But before you answer that, another part of the show was, they was like, when John killed himself, and they was like, man, you know, we how did we not see it? We all tight. Yeah, and so one of the guys was like, just because we get together, and have dinner every time, or just talk a little bit, we are really not that close.
Yeah.
But the guy said, actually, when John died, you called me.
Right.
Yeah.
I had a mouthful of pills in my mouth. About to kill myself. So don't think that we don't matter. So Becky said, Brad, this is what happened to her when she attempted to take her life by pills. Sherelle, shout out to Sherelle watching us from Philly. She said, I don't think it's either or no one could or should say, because it's a mental health thing and you never know how hurt people are on what they are going through. But the answer Skull question.
The answer Skull question is, if you guys didn't know that I was up here to bury my sister and I'm battling that depression right now,
right.
Y'all know me. Yeah. Sean the only one that, you know, y'all be like, okay, that's just Brad right here. Brad in town, chilling with his dad. You know how Brad.
And I ain't put that in the group joint or nothing. Like,
Brad come to town, he chill with his dad one day. The next thing you know, he partying with the fam.
Right.
So y'all would never.
But we are going off of cigars this week though.
Y'all would never know unless I said, Scope, I need to talk.
Right.
I'm hurting right now. You see what I'm saying? I'm going through something right now, dude. I need to talk. So if I never expressed that. If a man, woman, if it's never expressed, you never know. So unless it's your brother, you still wouldn't know. Sister, unless you like,
what's wrong with you?
what's up?
Yeah, something on you off.
Oh, I'm good, man. I just long day at work. Yeah. Unless you just keep prying and prying and prying, it's just that if that person never expresses it, you'll never see it. Yeah. Unless it's just something out of the ordinary. Like, hold up, dang, Mike, you crashed a truck today? What? Hold up. You've been driving all your life. What's up with that? You said, what's up with that? It's something that you just keep crying. But if patterns, keyword. Yep. And if it's not expressed, you'll never catch it, man.
Right. And that's what the guy is on the show. He's beating himself up about because John actually
the one that had the breast cancer.
Talked him into going to get chemo. Right. You know what I'm saying? Talking about save your life.
Yeah, they almost like came to blow.
Yeah.
Right. That's like me saying.
The one that had the mouth full of pills.
No, Romy, the black guy. He was battling depression.
Some of the white guy.
Yeah, but the John was like I said, but the white guy that had breast cancer was like, fuck, you know what?
He's the most angry because he's like, he's the one who convinced me to go to chemo and fight this.
Right.
And now I'm here, and the whole time he going through that, he go kill himself. Right. How did I not see this?
Right.
He was there for me. Now I was not able to be there for him.
And it's so funny. It's so funny. And it's so funny because, like, all of them is tight, but at the end of the day, John killed himself. We got to deal with the suicide. But at the end of the day, you smashed John's wife.
Right.
And she's pregnant.
How dare you?
And you was John's daughter's guitar teacher.
Mm-hmm. Dang. Man code violation.
All the way.
Oh. When you saw Washington, they give it to him, though. But the part about it, though, they give it to him. But you know what, though?
They forgive him.
They forgive because the friendship level is so high.
You got to forgive.
Yeah.
So my thing is, like, when people don't realize how much I understand about depression now, and suicide rate is crazy, and I think in that situation, I don't know if it's really a right or wrong answer when it comes to is it a coward act?
You know I gotta bring the rear up. You know I gotta bring the rear up.
The thing is, I got you, Sean. The thing is, we got to make sure we're open as friends to all these individuals to not judge and to receive what this person is giving. Because if I don't feel like I can go talk to Bill right here, and I'm hurting, I need somebody. I need somebody to talk to.
Right.
The poll came in
I ain't
too.
going to talk to him. I'm gonna keep holding that in. If I feel like I can't talk to Sko, Mike, Sean,
you gonna hold it in.
I'm holding it.
You holding it.
And that right there is
that's tough in itself right there.
And that mind game keep going. Ain't nothing stronger than that mind muscle.
Yep.
Neen says not many people ask her, but she always asks her peeps, are they okay? And Becky can vouch for that. Poll came in, 88% said selfishness.
Wow.
It ended up selfish 88%. You know, it was like 70-30 earlier.
Oh, for real?
Yes. It was like
88% say selfishness, 12% say cowardness.
Right. It went up. So yeah,
I can
good
see
polls.
that.
Good polls.
Yeah,
I can see that because people like
on that poll. I did it.
People they want their loved ones around.
Yeah.
I don't want you to go nowhere. I'll take care of you.
Papa,
2 legs, 1 leg. No
hold up. Papa Joe said we as black people are so concerned about physical health and totally omit our mental health.
You are so right about that, Papa Joe.
Amen, Papa Joe.
Cancer treatment, chemo is one of the most hardest fights, and the people don't want to be sick, constantly sick. Now, flip it. They going through all that pain. Are you the one being selfish by making them stay here if they don't want to be here? Now you the one being selfish. Show, man. I'm just saying, because you be the one being selfish because you don't want them to leave.
Yeah. That is selfish.
That is.
Everybody's selfish, go.
Everybody's
selfish when it comes to
I don't want people to die.
Papa Joseph, my man Joseph. Hey, make sure y'all check out my man Joseph tomorrow. AJ Bars from 11 to 1. He said, as Royce 59 says, man, check on your strong friend.
I can tell
the
you
one that be looking like they're strong all the time. That might be the main one.
To piggyback on what Brad said.
You Patty.
Go ahead, sir.
To piggyback on what Brad said.
What's up, Chum?
As far as like checking with your friends, talk to your friends. Me and Mike always talked about that. Mike always said, when we found out about Will, we're like, well, what did we do wrong? You know what I'm saying? How can we not notice certain things about our friends? So it's like, dang.
Right there in your face.
We got to make sure we reach out to Sko, Will, me, Mike.
Right.
So the thing is like, when you go to that particular place, what I called it earlier, I was talking to somebody, as far as dealing with depression, when you go to that place, you never really know that you're checking into that place until you get there. And so the thing is when you're in that place,
that'll preach right there.
Drink some more Tito's.
Some more Tito's.
Stop bringing this.
Preach right
Stop
there.
bringing this dude a personal joint every other week, Slim.
Deep up in this man.
That's when he get into the Tito's. Now we know the secret ingredient.
You know what calm he is?
Secret ingredient.
Calm he is now, right?
Yeah, that called me now
But
like
look,
Whitland.
So when you get to that particular place, you as a person really got to understand where you are, what you got to do to drag yourself out of that place. So
Hold up, son, because they don't know how to drag out.
right.
They don't know how to get out.
So the thing is do I call Mike? Do I call Will? Do I call Scope?
I ain't calling nobody.
Do I want to talk to them?
That's the problem.
But right. So the thing is I don't feel like talking to them.
Yeah.
They know I was going through it. So then my cousin told me yesterday, she said, look, I don't care what you're going through. I don't care what I'm going through. We family.
Right.
Call me and say XYZ. So Mike told me the first night, hey, call me, nigga. I'm here for you.
Right.
I reached out to each one of them individually. They don't know that.
Right.
Sco said, hey, what's up?
Right.
You know, talk to Will. So you reach out individually at your own time, but when you get to that particular place,
Because people are categorized.
right?
Like
Yeah.
when Brad Scissor died, I said, you know I ain't calling with the bullshit. I'm not calling with you. Hey man, it's gonna be okay. He said when I called, I was like, B-Rad. He just said, man, I already know. I said, I ain't got time for that. Man, it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright, man.
you
We're
can't
gonna do
say
it.
that. You
I
can't.
said, hey, you gonna get through it one way or another, and whatever comes of it, and we move it on to the next one. That's it.
the worst thing to say to somebody going through a loss is like,
What's the worst thing to say?
how you doing?
No, that's not it.
Everything
That's
will
not
be
it.
okay.
The worst thing you could. That's it.
Okay, there it is.
That's the worst thing. Everything. It's not gonna be okay.
Not okay.
You'll get over it. No,
Nah, it's
I
not.
get over it when I get over it.
over it.
You know what I'm saying? Because everybody mourns differently.
Right.
Funk said yeah because the person will let you know they're ready to go. Davida says, "Sko, you selfish." Yeah, Sko said you might be right.
Yeah, you might be right because I'm like,
Nate said, "I got a huge problem letting people know letting everybody know when I'm hurting." Joe said, "I know all about that. I live with a strong friend, and in the midst of everything we have going on, including different schedules, we make it a point to check with each other more than often."
We got to talk, man.
Yeah, you got to
We
talk.
got to
Because
talk.
if we don't talk,
You got to
to
find
each
out
other,
one person, man.
we don't know.
That's it.
Like I
You know
said,
what
you
I'm
don't have to pay $150 for a therapist, but if you got a friend that you can trust that can hold water,
And for me, I don't
That's
trust
that
therapists. Like for real, you can't. If you ain't been through what I've been through, if you ain't been through what I've been through, how you gonna know where I'm coming from?
Right.
James Evans said it the best. If you ain't been where I've been, how you gonna know where I'm coming from?
So the thing is, man, it's just that more so us as men, our generation. You see what I'm saying? The young generation,
Papa Joe said keep checking on him.
Got to. The whole other
First of all,
the other generation is different, but our generation, as far as when we used to fall down, get hurt, you bleeding, you get on back out there, stop crying.
Go on out there, back out there.
Well, hold up.
First of all, hold up, Papa Joe. No, the hell with that. Keep checking on you. Cause when we check on you and say let's go do this, you keep hitting us with I got something to do.
You know why?
Yeah, always
because y'all ain't doing 50 push-ups.
I seen that joint. I saw it on the memory. I saw it on the memories.
You ain't doing 50 push-ups.
I see that joint in the memories, man. The thing about with depression is everybody got some form of it. I don't care if you think you don't, but you do.
You do.
Even when you get down to the dumps about something that's a form of depression.
Yep.
And you got to have that person to lean on. And I mean,
whoever it is.
Whatever you go through, like Brad said, you might have got that $150 an hour. But you got that free phone call. It used to be free after 7, but it's free all day now when it's mobile to mobile.
When it's mobile to mobile.
It was after 7.
It was free after 7, man.
It was free after 7.
Hold
on, call me back in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
The thing is it selfish? Is it selfish, or is it cowardly?
It's depending
or no, and I gotta add it back.
Mental health.
It's all categories now. Is it cowardness? Is it selfishness? Mental health or bravery?
Now the coward part is on the people that go kill people and then don't want to face the consequences.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I call coward.
That's a coward act. Like you go out, like you said, do it in Vegas. You want to kill everybody,
kill all the people,
and then kill yourself.
Everybody knock on your door.
Oh, that's some coward shit.
Blazing, man. Come on.
I think the only thing that can categorize bravery is if you got some policies out there that's going to benefit your loved ones.
So you talking about John?
Move forward.
So John,
unless you got some benefit.
So John's suicide is basically bravery. You saying?
When I see the show, I'll be able to. I'll be able to second
because
that one.
He did it for a purpose.
He
did it for a purpose. And then the thing about it, the twist was we thought he was cheating with the secretary.
No.
That joke was so. They tried it though. They tried it. No, because he had another apartment that he bought. And then when he walked, it was going off. He walked in the apartment. She kissed him. He was like, "Oh no, not John."
Yeah.
So then the next show came on. He was like, "Wait, what
Because she understood what he said. He had said, "I'm not the man everybody think I am."
Right. So
unless it's something, unless your family's gonna benefit from your suicide, you can't consider it bravery.
And then when he died, because of course the dude that cheated, like say for instance, you done cheated with the wife. So your wife that you done cheated on. Still cool with the group. Yeah. So she tell the other wife, yeah, John died. He owe 18 million. Dang. Now you owe the 18 million.
Damn.
I don't believe in.
Yeah.
That is like
picked up his.
Oh, mom shit.
Right. Now you owe the 18. So that's what I'm saying.
He did. Now you owe me.
Now they owe 18 million. So
the wife.
Yeah, the wife owed 18 million. So. My thing is with John, but
that's because
when it happened, it was other stuff already in place.
Right.
But how long were they friends when they got stuck? How long before?
I think
it might be about. You know what, Will? It was not what you think. It was not a 20-year situation. It might have been.
Some time.
It might have been. Been like 5 to 10. I would say 5 to 10 years.
Something is in between that. Right, they was always on the Boston Bruin games and stuff like that.
Yeah, so
he's a big time property real estate agent.
Gotcha.
So he used to do all his business in properties.
Gotcha.
So he got one girl, the restaurant.
Joseph gonna say, he gonna say, yeah, that's exactly what like Billy White like to cook. I got Billy White for
he bought property for the restaurant.
Yeah,
she got sexually harassed by one of her bosses. Yeah, they told her to wipe it under the rug.
So that's what I'm saying. We met 5 years ago. I set shit up for your wife. I done set stuff for you.
For everybody.
For everybody.
You just went on the jump.
And then when the last deal, didn't go through like it's supposed to. The last deal
didn't go through. You said you guaranteed it. He was like, oh, all right, then. That's when he started writing the stuff on envelopes because he already had that.
Joseph was gonna say, I was so glad John didn't mess with Ashley. But
I know, right?
and the dude with breast cancer. Was it do with breast cancer?
Ashley Jai, yeah. Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
Subconsciously, you gonna love him because he had breast cancer. And all he did was smash all the women in the breast cancer group.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. He did that. And he smashed Ashley.
Yeah. And he smashed Ashley. What?
Oh,
yeah. Wow. It was good. Hey man, I swear to goodness, I don't know if I could do a better one. I probably can't do a better show than this one, man. I want to thank everybody for tuning in for this 1 year anniversary. It was great, I'm so glad. I'm so glad
we couldn't get the Super Bowl stuff.
We get to it. It was a great show, man.
Super Bowl.
And I really appreciate Brad taking the time out, cutting the schedule for whatever he had to do for this week.
Man, I loved it, man. Like I said, I appreciate it.
You was the driving force behind this joint, Slim.
Man,
say it again, Brad.
This right here helped me, man, because came up for y'all that didn't know. My sister passed last Saturday. Massive heart attack, killed us out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
No way.
When I tell you that, it demolished our family, man. 50 years old. Rest in peace, Beverly.
She was a beautiful soul. Beautiful
good thing is, if y'all don't already have one, find y'all guys. Find a support group, man. Find people that truly.
Everybody can't have the same support group.
No.
And so, but right here, of course, like I mess with the show, man. I mess with everybody here. It's been a blessing, man. Been rocking with the show for a minute. Been knowing Billy, Mike for a long time, man. Shout out to Blue Knights, class '89. That's what's up.
Stop, man. Sure.
And then like I said, big out to one time, big Sko over there.
Yes, sir.
Met them jokers. Sean, like I said, he came on as far as for me later on, but just like fam, man. So I appreciate everything that you guys have done.
Man. Thank you,
Brad.
Brad.
Came out, pulled on me, gave love, showed support. So I had to show up tonight, man.
He won't miss next year. He won't miss next year fantasy. We might have to do the Atlanta down that joint.
Most definitely.
Hey, man. Next week we will be still celebrating again, because you know it'll be the ladies of Let's Be Clear.
They're gonna probably have some
next week. Ladies of Let's Be Clear 1 year anniversary, man. It's so great, man. I want to thank you. I want to thank Brad for pushing me forward. Thank Will for being right there when it started, man. And I gave Sko the chance that I couldn't just snatch Sko, so I had to make him wait to do what he had to do first. And I'm glad he came back. And the hell with Sean. So
Diddy.
Y'all know that's love.
Diddy of the city, man. My main man, Diddy of the city, man. Hey, tune in next week. The ladies at Let's Be Clear, we'll be celebrating their 1 year anniversary. All right, man.
Happy birthday,
thank y'all. Happy birthday, Let's Be Clear. We out.
Deuces.